An upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
Vice President Harris.
They are out of their mind.
Former President Trump.
We have to set the record straight.
Go toe-to-toe in Philly.
The presidential debate.
Listen tomorrow night at 9 Eastern on iHeart's 24/7 News Channel.
Or search debate on the free iHeartRadio app.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for a crash blocking the left lane still. Southern Boulevard, eastbound after Gem Lake Drive. An accident Forest Hill Boulevard at Haverhill Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your car, home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Jimmy.
We haven't had to pull it for quite a while, so we're going to lube it up.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend and you had a lot of football and you enjoyed yourself. Dolphins off to a 1-0 season so far. Did not look good, but did enough to win, which is all you need to do. We'll talk a little bit about the NFL, what's going on. Tom Brady had a big debut. Taylor Swift and Kelsey, wherever they show up, forget it. It's always going to be a scene. They're at the U.S. Open. Tariq Hill, on his way to the game, gets arrested. That was news that just spread like wildfire all over the place. People were going crazy. Is he playing? Is he playing? He was playing? Yeah, he played. If it was you or me, we wouldn't be playing. We got Creed tickets for you today at 11:45 in a Penthouse on Real Radio on a Monday. I hope you had a good weekend, and we'll kick it with you for the next few hours. Jimmy's on vacation today, but we have a guy who's getting already. I think he's already in Vegas. Good morning, Dominic.
Good morning, Greek and Fernie.
Hey.
All right, yeah, 1 for 1. Way to be, baby. You getting jacked up for your trip?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
All right, looks like you are. And, of course, it wouldn't be a Penthouse without her. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning. Happy Monday.
Now, back from Georgia this weekend, the Bulldogs, were they barking down there?
They were barking.
Were they really?
Yeah, it was a fun time to go over and just be a part of it. The college town, walk around the university.
Is that the first time you're at a game there or no?
No, not me. When I was younger, I used to go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but it was my first time my husband went there.
Oh, was he excited?
Town. He was, yeah.
It's got to be a great atmosphere.
He's a fan, and he's a Canes fan 100%, but due to marriage, he does root for my team. Like we ever said, if we ever to play each other, then he'll be like, screw the Bulldogs. But, yeah.
He might have some problems.
Just college towns are just fun. Just the vibe is so much more different. Down here, I wasn't around when the Orange Bowl was, so going to Canes games with him, it's at Hard Rock Stadium. It's just not the same,
well,
right?
Yeah.
You get to walk around and go to the college bars, and everybody doesn't, everybody is dressed up in Georgia gear. Yeah. Every single person there. It's
Did he wear any of his Cane stuff?
No. Yeah, he has some Georgia stuff.
I feel like the tailgating's a little bit crazier, too, when they're on the campus.
Yeah, and with tailgating, you find it at different spots, right? Because the stadium's in the middle of the campus. So they do have some lots where they do it. But every bar has the game on, and it was just a good time. I will say we had really great seats, but it's bleacher seating and that kind of.
Oh, so sweet.
Oh my God, it was so hot. We were like, we're gonna have cloud coverage. It's gonna be a perfect fall game, even though it's not technically fall, but it's Georgia, and it was hot as hell. We didn't even make it to the second half.
Oh, really?
We were baking, and we knew it was gonna be a blowout game, but we were baking, so we ended up finding a little college bar and watching the second half there because we were dying. I mean, it was we had no shade on us. We were just sun, just beaten down. And you could tell if you watch the second half of the game, not only because they were winning, but the stadium was cleared out. Oh, people were I mean, it was brutal.
Did you jump on the hedges?
Am I in South Florida? Like, what's going on?
Did you jump on the hedges?
I didn't jump on the hedges, no, but we took some pictures.
Oh, cool.
In between the hedges. Got some great video. So it was a good time. It was fun to be out there. I know Heath West from Wave 92.7. He's a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, and he was there last week at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He was there this past weekend, and I texted him. I was like, "Hey, where are you guys at?" He was like, "We're in the shade." I was like, "Well,
nice.
Good for you."
Nice. That's great. Thanks.
He was like, "We gave my kids." He said, "We gave my kids the good seats in the sun," and he was like, "And me and my wife are smart and took the ones in the shade." But yeah, I mean, it's just so cool to be there and just see a full stadium.
No, it's great. I mean, the thing too, it's on the campus. Even when the Canes played at Orange Bowl, it wasn't on the campus.
Yeah.
So when you go to the big schools that are right there, you could walk there. I mean, it's great. I mean, FAU has it too, but obviously it's nowhere near it. But it's so much fun. The kids get jacked up. They're there hours before.
And that was their first home game, right?
Yeah.
Because it was the first one.
It was close though.
Yeah.
I don't think they covered though. I think they were laying like 48.
Yeah, they didn't cover.
No.
I know. Yeah.
Did you bet it?
Final score was 48. No, I don't bet my team. I told you that.
Okay,
Ever.
I'm sorry.
Ever.
I'm sorry. I forgot. You can get involved with us a couple different ways. You can text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can call us at 877-927-6969. Let us know what you thought of the weekend. First full weekend of football. Tonight it is the conclusion. The Jets and the Niners, 5 days in a row. Are you still have a relationship? Are you still married? Let us know about that. What did you think about the Dolphins' performance? Tyreek Hill gets arrested. Nice. Right before the game in social media, everybody goes crazy because they're worried he wasn't going to play. Thank God he played because he didn't play. They don't win that game.
Yeah.
Dolphins did not play good. They squeaked out a win. Their offense did not look good. A couple big breaks helped them, and that's part of the game. You know what? So thank God they're off to 1-0, and they play Buffalo. Buffalo won yesterday. New England won. Oh, my God. How many people had Bengals in suicide pools? Oh,
I
God.
did.
Oh, everybody. It was like 42% of people took the Bengals. They were home. Joe Burrow might have to dye his hair and go back again.
Yeah.
He just, wow. Did Chase play in that game?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, I don't know if Chase played. Man, the Cowboys played great, and Prescott gets his money, so he's fine for the holidays. You don't have to help him get a turkey. He gets $240 million.
We saw that yesterday as we were at the airport, I think. Or no, it was before we hit the airport. We saw it. And my husband, who is a Cowboys fan too,
was he happy?
He was not happy about it.
Oh, and $230
he was not
million.
happy.
He hasn't won.
He is the highest paid player ever in the NFL right now.
It's crazy.
And he was not happy about that decision.
$231 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Why didn't I just give him the other $9 million? I mean, what's the matter? Like, I mean, when I heard that, I go, Jerry, come on, kick in the other $9 million. This deal was done months ago, in my opinion. Jerry Jones knows what he does, knows what he's doing. Keep the Dallas Cowboys in the headlines, talk about it all summer long, so he gets guys to follow him with a mic. I still think he's one of the best owners in football, financially side and business side. Yes, they haven't won. But, man, him and Lamb, and these checks they're writing, and, you know, I always said it, you don't hear any of them bouncing.
Yeah.
No way. $231 million. Man. And the Tariq Hill thing was just another situation that just wasn't good. And everybody had the video flying around. I don't know if you saw it, Dominic.
Oh, I did.
I think a lot of us did.
I mean, they had him arrested on the street. Like, and after the game, he goes, I don't know what happened. How do you not know what happened? I just got pulled over in Palm Beach Gardens by the police department.
Well, they said he was speeding, and that's why from what I read reports, he was speeding. That's why he got pulled over. And then there was reports saying that there was an altercation. He was being a little lippy.
Yeah.
But then he's talking in the press conference saying he was nothing but respectful to them and saying he has utmost respect for law enforcement and that he wants to be a police officer one day.
Yeah.
So it's just, of course, there's three sides to the story. We know this. But one of the officers who did pull him over is on administrative, what they call duties, like took him off the force to do just administrative stuff while they're investigating. So we'll find out.
Again, I just got pulled over for the first time in years last week. Palm Beach Gardens police guy pulled me over. He said I ran a red light. I didn't think I did. He was a very nice gentleman. I was in my car, gave me my ticket. Have a nice day. I mean, if that's what you say, it's not a problem.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They don't pull you out of cars and arrest you and put cuffs on you in front of the stadium.
And that's the thing. We got to figure out exactly what's going on. But yes, but that wasn't just it. Who was it? There was 2 other Miami Dolphins who pulled over to see if he was okay because they saw what was going down, the altercation. And I can't remember who it was, but another guy got handcuffed and detained because I don't know exactly what happened with that situation, but he ended up getting handcuffed too. They let him go, obviously, right away, but he did just to make sure that Tyreek Hill was okay or what was going on. I mean, you got to get lippy. They don't arrest you. They don't put you in cuffs for nothing. They didn't want his autograph. I mean, he could have been a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. You know? Oh, no. All right, maybe. All right, Franny, good point. Could have been a Jags
Maybe
fan.
he was a Jaguar fan. And it was, I know a lot of people were at the game yesterday. You want to talk about hot? It was hot down there. Woo! It really was. Dolphins got a big break, though. Jaguars were going in for a big lead. Would have been 24-7. They fumbled. Then the next play, Tua throws a bomb for 80 yards, 3 kill. And then in the end zone, he puts his hands behind his back like he got arrested.
That was funny.
That was huge news. I mean, it really was. Everybody was panicking. He's not playing. He's not playing. Don't bet the over. Don't bet the over. And I was relax. He's playing. But yeah, one of those situations with Tariq where it just seems to pop up a lot where he gets into some trouble. It is the first week in the NFL, college football. Georgia did what they had to do. Alabama had a close game, pulled away at the end.
Texas had a great game.
Yeah, Texas. Notre Dame, shocker. Hats off to that school. Northern Illinois' first victory ever over a top 5 team in their history. Coach was crying after the game. Mm-hmm. And so were a lot of my friends who had Notre Dame minus 28.
Sure.
They got paid over $1 million for that game.
I know. It's great for that university.
Oh,
and they won. And that quarterback is good. I saw him. I even told my buddy, I think they could stay within the 28. Nobody thought they were going to win. I mean, are you kidding me? You know how much people lost their ass on that game? Colorado got blown up, which we thought. The Canes won big, no surprise. The Gators, I think, even won. Yeah,
they did win.
Yeah, the Gators did win. I'm kidding. So college football was pretty much as we thought, but the NFL is back. Good game last night. Rams in Detroit overtime. And then tonight, there's a marquee game. The Jets taking on the Niners. Mr. Rogers, does he find his neighborhood? Does he come back? Dom, you think he has a good game?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be just like normal, and I don't think it's going to be any different.
All right, we'll see what happens. He was out.
So.
Yeah, out for your Jet fans hope so.
I'm just saying, just for his sake too, because he's he likes to talk a lot. So.
Oh yeah.
You got to back it up.
Well, he can talk, though.
You got to back it up.
I mean, he's got 4 MVPs. I mean, the guy's great. I mean, he even played. Brady was announcing yesterday, first game.
How'd that go? I didn't know. I didn't listen to any of it.
Some people liked him. Some people didn't. I thought he was okay. I thought he did a good job. He had some funny commercials. He was on Doritos.
The commercials were better.
Yeah, the commercials were funny. They really were. But I don't know what you expected for the guy to do. I mean, all everybody talks about is the money he's making. It's Tom Brady. They went to him a lot in the booth. He looked great. Had a nice gold watch on, probably worth about, I don't know, $300,000. But he brought some good insight. But again, if I run Fox, I'm not paying him $35 million. But the commercials were funny. They really were. They were. You check those out?
Oh yeah, those made it better than the broadcast, honestly, to me.
Yeah, I thought they were equivalent to maybe Super Bowl ads when you see those, where I was like, wow, this is pretty funny. Edelman was in there, but we all know a lot of football this weekend. You'll get some more football tonight. At 11:45, we got a chance for you to win tickets to Creed. That's going to be a great show. We're making that happen for you guys. Again, the other contest is over where you could have went to Vegas, and that's in 2 weeks, I believe, the iHeart event.
Well, 2021, I believe, September.
Yeah, so no more chances with that, but you guys have a chance today at 11:45 to get tickets to Creed, which will be awesome. We'll make that happen for you in the Penthouse. Jimmy's on vacation. Dominic's in. He'll be with us for a few days doing a great job. And, Dom, I forgot to ask you, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was nice.
Yep.
So my betting didn't go my way really that much. So. Oh, yeah. I blame Jimmy Burrow. I blame him.
Why? What happened?
Just the way he played. Burrows didn't play good to me.
Oh, all right. I thought you meant our Jimmy. I was like,
what did he do?
No.
He took a vacation day.
Burrows.
You blame it. Well, you got to have some blame every time you watch a game. There's got to be some game where you got screwed, the refs, the whole thing.
Yep.
If you had the Lions last night, oh, my God, you got 2 huge gifts. Huge gifts. At halftime, they get picked off. And then the game goes to overtime, and they score a touchdown. And they end up winning.
Do you know, I know we have a game tonight, I think still, or no. Do you know how you did with Greek's Gridiron?
I think it was 3-3.
Okay.
I believe. We'll double check. And then tonight, I don't know. Dom, did you write it down? Do you have it?
No, I'm going through it right now, actually.
Okay. I think we went 3-3, and I don't know who he picked in the Jet-Niner game.
Yeah.
I think I took the Niners.
Okay.
Oh, and also we want to thank everybody at the Crazy Horse. We had a good time, great food. We're so happy.
He has the Jets, by the way.
And I have the Niners?
Yep.
All right, so we'll see what happens. Crazy Horse, great place, and a lot of fun. We're excited to be there all season. The food is excellent. Franny's been there before. She talked about it, that it was a cool place, and it was. And the people were very, very nice. A lot of people from Real Radio stopped by. Always appreciate you guys. We'll be there 2 weeks from now. On a Friday to kick it off. This week we're at Strikes Thursday because Dominic's going to Vegas, so he changed everything for him because he's going to Vegas. Now, you flying private out there? What are you doing?
Oh, of course, great.
Courtesy
of you. Thank you.
ETA Jets.
Yep.
Now, where are you staying?
That Paris Hotel and Casino.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
It's cute. That'll be fun. Hang out. And that's not that far.
Yeah, no, I had to stay a little bit more north on the strip just because that's where the Sphere is.
Yeah, and the other thing is...
That's going to be so cool to watch a fight at the
it's going to be unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another fight too this weekend, right?
Canelo.
Oh, man, it's going to to be a blank
Same
show.
night?
Yep,
Right?
same
Yeah, I
night,
thought
same
so. Okay,
time.
that's what you were
One's
saying
at
before.
T-Mobile and the other. Man, UFC, did they stick them by doing that at the same time?
Kind of, because they have the deal with them, so.
Yeah, that's going to be great to check out a fight there, man. You got to definitely take some videos and check it out because you'll have a great time. So Dominic's going to Vegas on Friday. We are talking about getting back to Vegas and doing a few shows with the Visa Network. We're going to see how that happens, if we can make our schedules work, if Franny's free. We're going to hopefully try to do that maybe within the next month so it's still warm out there. And when we go out there, we
Then
can.
the next month, we're going to start some planning. I was like, only get 4 weeks.
I'll just go ahead, I'll send you a text like 9:30. You want to go to Vegas Friday? Who do we got, Dom?
We got Riggs.
Riggs, what's up?
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy? How you feeling today?
Oh, I feel great. Beautiful weather here in Cincinnati.
All right, how was your weekend?
The weekend was good. No complaints here. Hey, Greek, do you think your story about getting a pleasant police experience adds to Tyreek Hill's comment about racial profiling or the incident? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, again, I have not been pulled over a lot in my life. I have to honestly say that. If it's been 5 times, it's been a lot. And 5 times, I'm respectful, put the hands on the wheel, and, they come over and say, you know why I pulled you over? And I say, yes, of course. I'm the Greek. You want an autograph? No, you act respectful. I mean, that's what it is. They're not pulling you out of the car and arresting you unless you don't mouth off.
Every time.
And the video shows when they first came over, Tyreek Hill, cracked his window 6 inches. And the guy was roll it down. And, again, I wasn't there. I don't know. But I don't think in front of this, there's 5 cops there and there's one video. Somebody had to know that was him out of the 5. Maybe not. But it's just not a great look. That's all. I think you guys should always respect all the police women. They do a great job every day. They put their lives on the line for us every goddamn day. And just respect them. And if they pull you over, they're not pulling you over because, you know what, they want tickets. You did something wrong.
Franny, have you gotten pulled over before?
Yeah, I have. And I will be, but they were profiling my vehicle. And so I listen, I know there's a lot of great police officers out there, a lot of them, but there's some who aren't. And I got pulled over and it was in a bad area, but I had to go through a bad area in order to go to the house that I lived in. And they pulled me over. And it was funny because I was driving a white Mercedes with super, super, super dark tint. And that's why. But you could see their shock when I rolled down their window and they saw a tiny little white looking girl in the car, not who they thought.
Yeah.
Yep. And so, I know what happens. And of course, they did let me go.
Which is nice. I mean, when I got pulled over last week, Riggs, the cop said there was 2 people. The guy behind me beeped the horn. So when he beeped, I was in the middle and I made the U-turn. He goes, we could have went after him. We went after you. And he was like, have a blessed day. I said, you too, officer. Peace. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? You know what? If you want an argument, you go to court.
No, No, but you're always respectful. And yes, I've been pulled over too another time for speeding on 95, and same thing. You're just respectful. That's it. You take your ticket. What are you gonna do about it?
If you mount off, you're losing. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Hey, Franny, when they pulled you over the first time and you opened the window a little bit, was the guy who's like rolled the window the rest of the way down?
I mean, I automatically did.
Yeah, so. Francis is very respectful.
Well, that's not it. I mean, I just didn't even think about just cracking it. It was a police officer.
Yeah,
so
you don't do that to them.
I rolled it all the way down.
Right away, you do that, you're pissing them off. I mean, you just know that. It's like, he was like, what do you want? You bothering me? I got to get to the game.
Well, it looks like you're trying to hide something, like whether you're burning or drinking. If you just crack the window, you're already raising a suspicion.
I mean, he's lucky he played. The Dolphins are lucky he played. I mean, the cop could have been a stickler and been like, no, and that could have really went bad for the Dolphins. And let me tell you, if he didn't play yesterday, they probably would have lost that game.
I got pulled over one time when I was coming back from law school. I was in Miami, and I was on the highway there, and I didn't get pulled over for speeding. I was just like behind the cop too. Like there was a cop in front of me, and I was driving, like I was going with the flow of traffic, and he felt like I was trailing him. Right?
Oh God!
I was getting too close to him, and he pulled over. And he got out of the car and he pulled a gun out. Like
really?
Me with his gun out. Oh yeah.
Oh.
And he was like, you're trailing me, you're tracking me, and I'm like, sir, I'm being respectful. It was inadvertent. I apologize. And he cooled down once he saw that I was being nice, like take the Fanny approach. But dude. Once you get them scared the bejesus out.
I'm sure.
Of course. Anytime you got a gun to your head, in any situation, it doesn't go good. So you should always be respectful for them. Like I said, men and women, they are out there every day busting their ass for us. And when you're a wise ass, it's not going to go good. It's just not. I mean, that's common sense. I don't care who you are.
No, but I disagree with that. Here's what I think, right? Because you're giving these guys so much power, men and women, and all that, the law enforcement, and be respectful. I just think that at the very end of the experience, they should have like a tip my experience, right? Or rate my experience.
How did it go? So, how did this experience go with this police officer? Yeah.
Riggs, really, you're coming at me with that? Anybody who gets a ticket or is a bad thing is going to give them a 0, and anybody who got away with it is going to give them a 10. So is it really going to work? I mean, and then you know what? Then you badmouth them, and then the next time you're driving down the street, they pull you over again. So, I mean, it's life. If you get pulled over, you deal with it, you move on. That's it.
I'm saying if the police officers' wages were based on a tip, like on 20% of their income was based on how they're tipped, that may.
You're coming out of left. Yeah, you're coming out of left field with this one. The guy, men and women are out there busting their ass every day, and you want them to like they're working valet based on their tips. I'm surprised at you, Riggs. I really am. I am shocked and appalled. You want to tip somebody, you tip a dancer. I mean, come on. Just because your team lost this week, and I know you come in. Did you dye Joe Burrow's hair?
Oh, my God.
Riggs, you're a professional on the radio. What's
going
on,
what the hell's going on? We got Dominic in. I mean, he got here on time. You're making him dump already? Oh, my God. All right, Riggs, we got to go to a break, but let's do this. Let's take a timeout. I feel a little hostility with you today. I want you to have a good day, and I want you to call us back tomorrow.
I'll do that. Thanks, Reed.
Love you, bud. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Monday. Right out of the gate, having a good time with you guys. Don't forget, Creed tickets, 11:45. We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta, and Franny's going to tell us how much a hot dog is in every stadium. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
Let's work in Big Al, who has a dispatch about the Chimp Crazy show.
Sean, it is sad. Call me a wussy if you want, but at least I have a heart and I don't laugh at my girlfriend when she cries. Wiggle, pop, pop.
Thanks, wussy.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
We're less than 2 weeks away from our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Stream only on Hulu.
Get tickets while you still can now at AXS.com.
This year, you can be there to witness all of the incredible once-in-a-lifetime performances live and in person. Buy your iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets now, starting at just $55 plus taxes and fees at AXS.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for a crash blocking the left lane still, Southern Boulevard, eastbound after Gem Lake Drive. An accident Forest Hill Boulevard in Havre. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
All right, South Florida, if you're wanting to sell your car, this is easy. Hey, it's Franny. Do you want the most for your used car? Of course you do. Do you want a hassle-free process? Yes. Do you want to work with America's best car buyer? I would say so. That's GiveMeTheVIN.com. GiveMeTheVIN.com will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anna Jar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! Ends 9/22/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Come on out to our first Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season at Captain Hiram's this Thursday as Miami takes on Buffalo. Great food and drink specials, including $2 Miller Lite drafts Monday and Thursday from 7 p.m. till close, and Sundays from noon till close. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Miami game versus Tennessee. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Captain Hiram's Resort, 1580 US 1 in Sebastian. See you there.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Streets. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
If you want a great-looking lawn next spring, now is the perfect time to get started, and nobody makes it easier or more affordable to get a green, healthy lawn than True Green. Sign up today for an annual plan and get 50% off one application. Visit TrueGreen.com today. Restrictions apply.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies remain partly cloudy as we continue to move through our Monday morning. Temperatures headed up into the 80s out there for everyone. Highs back in the 90 today. Feeling close to 100 when you factor in the humidity. A little stormier as we head into the afternoon. A lot of moisture in place with stalled front to our north, so we'll see some heavy downpours. Flooding is going to be our biggest risk throughout the day.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, they've got the deal of the century for you. Download the DQ app and get buy one, get one free Blizzard treats. Just like that, you can get any 2 Blizzard treats for the price of 1. For a limited time only. Happy tastes good.
It's the political heavyweight event.
We like a good fight.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump.
Here, we're going to have some fun, right?
Lace their purple gloves and go for the knockout punch.
You know, when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for.
Which candidate will deliver?
I look forward to that debate.
Listen tomorrow night right here or on iHeart's 24/7 News channel. Just search Debate on the free iHeartRadio app.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Real Radio 92.1. We are an iHeart radio station. Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Big game tonight, Monday Night Football, Jets and Niners. And I believe Greek Square, we're going to check where we are with the contestant. I think we're tied 3-3.
Yeah, that's what I have here.
Okay, cool. Jimmy's on vacation, but Dominic's here.
Hey there, Greek. Hey, Franny.
And Francis is here.
What's going on? Happy Monday.
So far, Dominic 2 for 2 on breaks. Nice job. Let's do a Greek trifecta and this day in history.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
Every time somebody signs a big contract, I tell you to go ask them for $20 or $40. But Prescott, we're going to raise it. We're going to go up to $100 like Stephen Ross. He got $240 million, $231 million guaranteed. Come on, Jerry. Where's the other $9 million? Cough it up. Yeah, Prescott, unbelievable. Never had the Cowboys so far in a championship game for his division, but God bless. I mean, he got paid, and at the end of the day, they all get paid, and then everybody's happy. Dolphins did win 20-17 in the final seconds of the game. A very exciting game, close. Miami did not play good in the first half. A lot of mistakes happened. They were just missing receivers. Defense got hit a little hard here and there. I think Wilkinson is going to be a huge loss for them as defensive tackle, but they got a good break at the end. And then everything in life, including sports, you need breaks. And then Tariq Hill and Tua hooked up for an 80-yard pass, and they won 20-17. College football, the biggest upset was Notre Dame losing a 28-point favorite, my God, to Northern Illinois in South Bend. I mean, that was just unbelievable. So Notre Dame goes down and loses. And that is your first trifecta of the day. Now over to Franny for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Alrighty. Well, we got a lot of things that happened on September 9th, this day in history. And we will start, let's see, we're going to go all the way back to 1908, where they said Orville Wright makes the first 1-hour airplane flight lasting, actually, a little bit more, 62 minutes and 15 seconds.
Did he do popcorn too, that guy?
That's Redenbacher.
Oh, okay. That was close. Distant cousin? Hey, I did planes and popcorn. What else you want?
And then in 1926, here we go, National Broadcasting Company, created by the Radio Corporation of America, was established. 1956, maybe some of you remember this. This was when Elvis Presley appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show for the first time.
He was very shook up about that. He really was.
But he was. And then 1960, the Denver Broncos beat the Boston Patriots 13-10 in the American Football League's first game before 21,597 fans. And back then, that was the Nickerson Field in Boston. Then 1965, Sandy Koufax of the LA Dodgers pitched the eighth perfect game in Major League Baseball history. He led the Dodgers over the Chicago Cubs, just 1-0. Then 1971, Apple Records releases John Lennon's second solo album, Imagine, in the U.S. It tops the charts in U.S., U.K., Australia, and 3 other countries. Speaking of a Beatle, 1975, Paul McCartney and Wings begin their Wings Over the World Tour. Southampton, England, 65 concerts, Europe, Australia, Canada, and the U.S. Then we have here, 1979, Sid Bernstein offered $500 million for a Beatle reunion, even wrapping it in the bow of a charity concert for refugees. And it didn't happen.
Wow, I never knew. $500 million?
$500 million.
What year was
again
that?
For charity.
75?
79.
79, they turned it down. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Ringo probably said yes.
1986, Ted Turner presented the first of his colorized films on his superstation, WTBS. The first Hollywood classic to get the new look was Yankee Doodle Dandy. Then next up, this day in history, September 9th, MLB pitcher Nolan Ryan strikes out his 4,500th batter. That's a lot. 1991. Ooh, this was not good for Mike. Mike Tyson was indicted for rape of Desiree Washington. 1991. A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, and convicted.
In the 2015, Apple unveiled the iPad Pro and the new iPhone 6S in San Francisco. God, it wasn't even that long ago. Then we also have here 2015, Queen Elizabeth II becomes Great Britain's longest reigning monarch at 63 years and 7 months, beating the previous record that was set by her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. 2017, Hurricane Irma makes landfall in the Florida Keys as a Category 3 hurricane. Then we have a couple more here. This day, well, more than a couple, but 2018, CBS chief Les Moonves departed the company after 6 more women made allegations against him. In the New Yorker.
Not good.
Not good. Then we have, this is crazy. A couple things. Sorry, I don't want to bring the house down or the. These aren't good things, but 2020, it did happen in history, and it was big deals. The global death toll from COVID-19 passes $900,000 with 900,000 people, with the U.S. with
Terrible.
The most deaths at 190,589.
So bad.
Then in 2021, Tom Brady becomes the first player in NFL history to start 300 regular season games as he guides Tampa Bay Buccaneers to an opening day 31-29 win. They said at home to the Dallas Cowboys.
And then finally here, something else that did happen in history with COVID. U.S. President Joe Biden announces widespread COVID-19 vaccine mandates for federal workers, contractors, and large employees affecting 100 million people. I remember that. I remember that was a big deal. And there you go for September 9th, this day in history.
Thank you, Franny. Great job as always. So you might be going to a football game. I might be going Thursday night to a Dolphin game. And you might want to get a hot dog and a beer and hang out. And Franny's got a list of what hot dogs and beers are going to cost at some stadiums.
I do. And not only just that, we also have some really interesting items that are at stadiums, too. At 47142, if you've been able to try any of these things or you've went over to a game over this weekend, let us know. But yeah, they're saying that it's the price like everything else, right, is going up. And I think that's just going to be the narrative with everything these days. But when you go to a stadium, this is what the claims are. The NFL season, of course, kicked off. A new report looks at how much a beer and a hot dog will cost you across the country, and it ain't cheap. Sportscasting.com. compared, well, you may think it's cheap, but it's not what it once was, right?
No, never.
They compared the pricing for that combination of the beer and hot dog at 32 NFL stadiums, and they found the average cost for a beer and a hot dog. Like I said, G-Man, you're probably like, oh, that's nothing. It's $15.02.
For both?
So the most expensive beers are at like $12, excuse me, each, and are found at Caesar Superdome, which is where the Saints play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at Levi Stadium, where the 49ers play. The priciest hot dogs are from Lumen Field. That's where the Seahawks are. SoFi Stadium, Rams, Chargers, where they actually charge $8.50 for a hot dog, which to me sounds pretty pricey for a hot dog, right?
Yeah.
Go to Costco.
$1.50.
Lumen Field is the most expensive stadium for the beer and the hot dog combo at almost $20, $19.98. Like, you would just think the overhead, like hot dogs are not that much money. Neither is a bun, but it is what it is. SoFi Stadium comes in at second at $19.49, followed by the Chicago Bears home. Soldier Field charges $19 for a brew and a hot dog. The cheapest combos actually is at the Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that's where the Falcons play, where it's only $7.49.
Wow, for both.
Way cheaper.
Wow.
Yep.
It's worth just to go down and watch the Falcons and come back.
The only reason why is they're known for their $2 hot dogs. But that also shows you that their beers are only $5 and change, too, right?
That's
Which
great.
isn't that much.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, they said the only other stadiums that offer the combo for less than $10, Miami Hard Rock, $9.98.
That's not bad.
Uh-huh. Houston's NRG Stadium is the next most affordable at $11.75. And they said you can get a beer for just $5.49 at 4 NFL venues: Atlanta, Detroit, Miami, and the MetLife Stadium.
All right, good for Miami.
Yeah.
MetLife, I'm shocked about that in New York. I'm like, wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. I mean, it's not great pricing. Everything when you go to games is ridiculous. It's the shame of it is that a father and son or a father and daughter can't go to a game, and not spend, $300 with tickets and parking. And, I always thought parking should be free for fans if they buy a ticket. I mean, I'm never going to own an NFL team, but that's something I would do. Because I know they make big money with it, but it's like, let them, give them free parking or something. But they would never do that. But parking, food, a souvenir, tickets, probably $500 when you're all said and done.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
It is. So also on here, we have weird foods new to the NFL stadiums. This was also another list that came out. And, some of these places have their own unique items to the stadium. Some sound great. I think it was a baseball stadium, but they have, Dom, we talked about on the show, but it was a cotton candy burrito. But the reason why they called it a cotton candy burrito is because the cotton candy was a shell like a burrito, but then it was stuffed with like M&Ms, Fruit Loops. Oh, it sounded terrible. Just diabetes in one bite.
Yeah.
But they had here here we go. It actually made the list. So it was the Arizona Cardinals at State Farm Stadium, the cotton candy burrito made the list. And Dallas Cowboys have a pizza burger that made the list. Doesn't sound bad to me, but a little cheese and some red sauce and pepperoni on a burger. Indianapolis Colts, Lucas Oil Stadium. The Ringer. It's a corn dog rolled in honey and topped with blue taki crumbs.
I'll pass on it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I hate it. I don't, because corn dogs already have a little sweetness to it, and then you got the taki chips, which are good. I don't know. Definitely try it out. The New Orleans Saints. at the Superdome, they have turducken loaded potato.
Turducken? Is that like turkey and a ham or something?
No, so think about it. The turducken, it is a turkey, and then it's stuffed with a duck, and then the duck is then stuffed with a chicken.
Wow, that's
So
deep.
It's all this poultry just stuffed into one turkey.
Wow.
I've heard great things about it. I've never had one. But the Superdome turducken loaded potato, which is a baked potato, and then it says with that meaty mashup stuffed with all that meat, the turkey, duck, and chicken. Houston Texans have a stuffed turkey leg. I don't know what it's stuffed with. Maybe just
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving?
That'd be good.
I don't know. Kansas City Chiefs finally on here at Arrowhead Stadium.
Taylor Swift.
This sounds delicious, but I do like meat and I like bacon. A bacon-wrapped brisket dog skewer, battered and fried with sweet and spicy cream cheese, and then finished. Oh, you can take this part off. The rest, that all sounded good until then.
Yeah.
But then finished with spicy cotton candy. That's when you lost me. That's when you lost me.
Just take it off.
You had me at the bacon-wrapped brisket dog skewer.
Yep,
That's
we were
when
right
you
there.
had me. And then the rest, the cream cheese and whatever.
I'll take a plane.
Yeah, then you lost me. I'd be like, don't batter it. Just give me that bacon-wrapped brisket dog skewer.
The Marlins Stadium, where they have a lot of unique restaurants down there, all different ones that
They
are
have
not,
good food.
yeah, traditionally that what ballparks have. They have a lot of different things.
They got a great Cuban sandwich over there.
Yeah, they do. They have some great food there from all over the place, but team not so much. But the food isn't bad. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. Give us a call or text us at Real Radio 47142. Maybe you did something exciting this weekend. Francis went to Georgia and saw the Bulldogs, which is awesome. You talk about a college atmosphere, but maybe you did something cool. What'd you think of the Dolphins? Did you give him, what kind of grade would you give him? Yay or nay? What was the surprise of the weekend, maybe? Or did you win a big bet or lose your ass? That's one thing we always like to know.
Let's see. I got 47142. So since Jimmy is on a couple vacation days, just know the best way to get in touch with us is that toll-free number or the text line 47142. Started off with Real Radio. And somebody was Tyreek Hill. I don't know if maybe it's the way that things were said while we were talking about it. They just wanted us to know that he didn't get arrested. He was just detained. And then somebody said, yes, Jamar Chase played yesterday.
Yeah, 6 catches, Dominic said.
Yeah, says Greek, I had a 5-game parlay, and the Bengals killed it. Mingada is what they had.
Everybody says that.
Yep, they said, can we bust Joe's balls all week?
Oh, yeah, the Browns got
Says
their
Deshaun Watson and the Browns suck.
Yes, they do.
Somebody else said that there's a rumor that the detaining Metro Dade officer for Tyreek Hill was a Jacksonville fan.
Oh, Freddie said that. We were already on that.
And that says you have to smuggle that food and beer into the stadium, preferably in your girlfriend's clothes. The beer will be warm and the hot dog might have extra cheese on it, but save that money. Oh, God, why do you even say that? Why do I read your text messages? 47142. I'll start proofreading before I speak out loud, but you can always text us.
Thank you guys for always getting involved and give us the updates. Again, Greek Gridiron kicked off Friday. Want to thank the Crazy Horse Saloon. Stop by there 7 days a week. Great place for lunch or dinner. And they also have live entertainment Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays. The one good thing is I don't have to hear the word peacock anymore. By Friday night, my head was going to blow up with that word. I was like, oh, my God, who has it? Who doesn't have it? Where are we going to go?
I got to find the article, but, man, wasn't he saying, Goodell, that, streaming is beneficial for the fans? Did you read that?
Yeah, his ass. It's beneficial for the NFL. It ain't beneficial for us. It sucks.
I got to find the article. I kind of breezed past it, but I'll find it to see exactly what he was talking about. But I think he was like, yeah, it's beneficial.
Yeah, sure it is, Roger. Thanks. For you and the league. That's what's beneficial for you. Thursday night, the Chiefs kicked off the season against the Ravens, and the NFL does not miss a beat. Ratings came out 28 million and change. Watch that Thursday night. Not surprised, but Thursday night came out. We're close to 30 million people kick in. If you don't think the world and our country, we just love the NFL. We really do. They had all weekend. They were showing games in Brazil. They were showing the people and hanging out and just having a whole experience. That's what they did down there. The NFL sat down there and checked it out all weekend. That's when the Eagles and Packers played. If you're a Packer fan, bad news. Love's going to be out 4 to 5 weeks, and they lost the opener. Oof. By the time he comes back, they could be out of contention because their backup is not good.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not. And the rookie quarterbacks didn't do great yesterday. The Bears won, but they won defensively. They blocked the punt, ran back 6. Tennessee should have won that game. It is a Greek. It is Francis. Jimmy's on vacation. Dominic is here. We do have some Florida stories coming up. What do we have in the red zone?
All right. Well, in the red zone, we have a flasher from Philly, but busted in a very interesting place here in Florida. I will let you know where he got nabbed. Then we know we didn't talk about it, but it made pretty big news of this teacher who got arrested when she put one of her kids in a chokehold. Did you see that while she was doing, like, with her feet?
Yeah.
While she was doing story time?
Yeah, that's not good.
So somebody else in that school is in trouble, and I will let you know why. Plus, we got a Florida woman who likes birds, and now she's behind bars because she likes birds. I'll give you these details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
You're listening to Real Radio, available everywhere you want to listen. Yeah, even there. On our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for a crash blocking the left lane still. Southern Boulevard, eastbound after Gem Lake Drive. An accident, Forest Hill Boulevard at Haverhill Road. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll hear from the cop who caught the original Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's in Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace!
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry. I'm the flavor of Barry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
You wanted to talk about your son. He's the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted. Being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are just as addictive as regular cigarettes and harder to quit. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army, almost 800 lawyers alone. That army includes an entire legal team, specialist lawyers, investigators, and a 24/7 client satisfaction staff. Just like if you were going into surgery, you wouldn't trust one person to handle the paperwork, the scheduling, the anesthesia, and the surgery. Have you ever seen a surgeon operating alone and without resources? No way. Why would you trust a small firm with your case? Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Christopher Chambers enlisted in the U.S. Navy and later graduated from SEAL training. He was conducting a nighttime raid on a ship that was illegally transporting advanced lethal aid from Iran to Houthi forces in Yemen when he died in the line of duty. Christopher was 37 years old. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation provided Christopher's wife and young daughter with a mortgage-free home. Help America's heroes and their families. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Monday. We're going to see some thunderstorms moving across the area as well. A lot of moisture in place. That could also lead to some heavy downpours at times and localized flooding. That's our biggest threat out there for today. Also,
is sponsored by Wendy's $1 Small Frosty Deal. Get ready to cool down this summer with the ultimate treat. This delectable dessert is too thick for a straw, but just right for a fry. Is it a milkshake? Is it ice cream? Neither. It's a Frosty. Come taste your favorite small Frosty flavor for just $1. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Just some more news coming out about Tariq Hill being pulled over. His teammate was on Four-Letter Network talking about the whole situation. So we'll see what happens with this. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more details. Jimmy's on vacation. Dominic's in the house.
Hey, Greek.
And
hey, Franny.
Thank you.
It's okay. You're fine.
Come on, man.
Well, he's the one who's greeting you, so I understand where you're coming from, Dom. Don't worry.
She's my boss.
I
so
take
make sure you say
she's my boss too. I understand.
Yeah. She's your boss too. Hello, Francis.
Hi.
It's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All righty. Well, let's start with a Florida woman who got arrested after stealing an animal. You can't do that. You can't steal anything. This actually looks like Jimmy, our producer. He's got a new bird. It looks just like him. But a 54-year-old woman from Largo was arrested yesterday after she stole an exotic bird worth $2,400. That's an expensive bird, right?
Yeah, don't let that fly south.
From a store in Oldsmar. Her name was Griselle Nistel, and she was arrested for grand theft. They said not only was it that time, so she eventually got arrested. They said the day after she stole. It is I don't even know if I'm saying this right, a black-headed KK.
It's KK.
KK from Everything Birds.
I used to train
Oldsmar.
them years ago in Acapulco when I was the diving champion.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah.
It's very weird. You can see on surveillance
Well, between
video.
getting ready, for the diving, I used to be, train the parrots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Removing the bird from the container where guests can pet and interact with the animal before stuffing it in her purse and leaving. That poor bird was like, what's happening?
Well, he's done it exactly right then.
Yes. One of the store owners was saying that the baby bird was hand feeding and required formula. So this woman had no idea what she was taking, what she needed. This bird needed a little extra love that she probably had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So the owner shared the video on Facebook to see if anybody could identify her. And guess what? They did. 2 people contacted the store. All they did was put on Facebook, not even on the news. 2 people from the store contacted them through social media and was like, yeah, that's Griselle. That's the woman in the video.
Yeah.
So detectives were able to contact at her home in Largo, and she said that she did agree to return the bird and was taken into custody. So they say she's in good health. Baby's doing well and back on its feeding schedule. They said, so everything's fine with this little baby bird. Then next up in your What the Florida, if you did not hear this terrible situation that happened, there was a teacher who, what they called, put the kid in a chokehold, but was with her feet as she was doing story time, and she's like continuing on like nothing's happening. It is absolutely crazy. If you've not seen this is the incident happened at Progress Village Middle School, and they said this one was in mid-January, initially resulted in March arrest, 39-year-old. They said, but this incident, let's see, Tashika, the vice principal, is also no longer employed by this district and hasn't been on school grounds since this investigation started. So I'm really curious about this thing. So I don't know if I gotta get more details, because what I've seen on here was just very, very vague information, because this is all just newly happening, what's going on with the principal. But if you didn't see it, it was the child had autism, I believe that. Yeah, and it was one of those things, in very, very, very young situation with that
Terrible.
kid. Yeah, it was terrible. And if you've not seen it, she did obviously get fired and let go. But the fact that these, just, if you haven't seen the video, it's really, really sad situation. Of course, kids have phones. Doesn't matter how young they are these days, and that's what happened. There was pictures and film
Thank God.
of it happening that was going on, where this little kid is on the ground as she's holding his head with her feet.
Ugh.
And she could, book in hand, continuing story time.
That's terrible.
It is.
Thank God kids
Made
did
the
have
news
cameras.
everywhere if you've not seen it yet, but it was a terrible situation. And we'll have some more stories coming your way in the 1 o'clock hour with your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. If you guys want to get involved, you could call us at 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142.
I have some text messages, 47142. Started off with Real Radio. Says, Franny, I saw a reel this weekend that showed all the things you would use for taco ingredients and dumped in a small Doritos or Fritos bag. You crunch up the chips, fold over the top of the bag 1 or 2 times, add your meat and accessories, and boom, taco on the go. Yes, seen this, done it. Some people actually call it a Frito pie if you do it with the Fritos.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a Frito pie in a bag, but it's you can do it with tacos, you can do it with chili.
They have it at Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because Andrew, our promotion director, was just there, and he said that exactly thing he had.
Awesome. I will be there, I don't know, I think next weekend. But yeah, that's great. Got to try it out. So yeah, it's so cool. And it's fun to do, like, especially if you're at a party.
Yeah.
So you can do, if football parties and stuff, just have all those little bags of Doritos or Fritos or whatever set up, and then have all the fixins. And everybody can make their own little taco. It's a handheld. Just get a little spoon or fork to eat with it.
It's cool.
It's delicious. So thank you. Good call on that. Then we have, did you guys see the Philly fan? Oh, I did. This was good. And they had the Philadelphia cream cheese head hat.
I didn't see that.
It was good.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
So it's, you know how they wear the cheese head hats? It looks like a piece of Swiss or something.
Yeah, the Packers
The
fans.
Packers, yeah. But this is, or it's just orange, I think. But this one, it was all wrapped up in aluminum, like the Philadelphia cream cheese.
Mhm.
And it was the same shape, like a little pie piece that was taken out. It was very clever.
That's cool.
Very good. And they wore that. Let's see. We also have FYI, the lottery website, because we know Mega Millions is tomorrow, no winner on Friday.
Oh.
And it's claiming 800 million. That's what everybody's saying. But they said lottery website says Mega Millions, 800. But the ticket I just bought says 850 million. So thank you for the heads up there.
Let's not bet you over 50.
I'll take the missing 50.
Oh, yeah. I take $35.
Let's see. Does Greek know that it's not pronounced Mingada? It's pronounced Mingaya. I promise. There's a million videos on YouTube.
You going to trust YouTube or the Greek? Love you, Dom. You're fading it.
No, they're just letting us know.
I'm adding a little spice to it, like mingada. You know, whatever it is,
He's just
it
adding,
is.
there you go. He's just adding spice.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, it is. I don't really care. That's what I say and what I want. That's what it's about. I mean, I don't think somebody from Capri is going to knock me on my shoulder and go, hey, by the way, you're saying mingada wrong. But I appreciate you listening, first of all. Hope we're entertaining. And I also appreciate you correcting me. You can correct me all day long. it's not going to matter. We're just going to rock and roll. Do we got 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the show. How was the weekend? What'd you think of the Dolphins? Did you think they were good, bad, or lucky to win? They got a tough game Thursday night and a quick turnaround. The Tariq Hill drama, I'm sure, is going to have a lot of different sides, and it's going to come out a lot of different things. And anytime somebody famous gets pulled over, there's a situation, just like the golfer, Scotty Sheffield, when he got pulled over, and that guy.
Exactly the same situation, basically.
Pretty similar. Yeah, it really was. There were some similarities, but they found out different things about that. So there's always going to be a lot of different stuff that goes on. But you never know. There's only two people who really know what happened. The only thing I saw from the video that everybody saw is that Tariq didn't put down his window. Like, he cracked it a little. And like you alluded to, I'm sure when the cop pulls you, and there was 3-4 cops too. I mean, I've been right where he is because I've had the luck with through people I know to go down that road where the players go and a lot of the media and stuff like that. And it's flying with cops. I mean, there's tons of cops. Like, I can't see him speeding there, but maybe on the street coming down, it was. Good thing it wasn't really late though. Like, where it was like close to 1 o'clock. Because I think it was like they said 10:30, 11 o'clock, I think.
3 hours before game, at least.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we're going to hear a lot of different things about that. UFC fight at the Spear this weekend, and Dominic's going, how excited are you? You got to be, man. That's going to be so cool.
It's going to be cool, but I was just thinking when Franny was talking about expensive stadiums, I know the Sphere has some of the most expensive drinks, too.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, do you get anything on the arm because you're in the media?
No, the ticket's on the arm. That's basically it.
All right, well, then you just go and have a time. Now, you don't have a seat, right? You just drift? Or do you have a seat?
Yeah, I have a seat.
Wow, my God. You are really big time, baby. Big time. That is going to be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you allowed to bring anybody or no?
No, it's a one ticket, yep.
That's cool. Now, who handles that? The UFC?
Well, yeah, yep.
That's wild. Man.
Yeah, I mean, with a lot of these events, G-Man, all you have to do is just put a small amount of effort in, and either you get invited or don't. But a lot of these events do have opportunity for media, and you just go and you register for it.
I was well aware of that.
Yeah.
I just never really cared to go. But I think it's cool for you. I think it's a great experience. I know you're jacked up. I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
And I hope you meet a nice young lady or a man, whatever you're into, and you have a good time the weekend.
So according to this, they say cocktails and wine costs at the Sphere, a minimum of $20.
That's not bad.
To purchase they said a beer, maybe description listed on the menu. Thirsty fans must part with $19. Or you have liquor drinks between $15 and $38. I'm assuming like the 15 single, because, man, how do you jump to 38 for a double? But yeah, they say, here we go. It's because they're listed premium, deluxe, and ultra.
Cool.
So, yep, anywhere between $15 and $38 you're going to be spending on a cocktail there.
Remind me before you go, I'm going to give you some cash. I want you to bring me back a hat. And from there, it would be really cool. Either UFC or it'd be place. You know what's funny? Like today and you would just bring it back, and either they liked it or they didn't. Because I'm talking 15 years ago. My buddy went out to the Wynn about a month ago, 2 months ago, and I said, pick me up a new Wynn hat. I want to get a golf hat. He sends me a video, like the video with all like 10 hats.
Which one you want?
Yeah, pick which one. It's just how life has changed. He goes, which one you want, what size, and then he put he was real did his homework, prices underneath, and he wrote, not that you care, but these are this, and it's just whatever. But I'm going to trust you. But I do expect a video. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Jimmy's on vacation. Dominic's in there. This weekend, did you have enough football? There's another game tonight. Are you excited for the Jets and the Niners? I think that game's going to be excellent. I think the main thing is going to be what everybody wants to see. How is Mr. Rogers? How is he playing? What's going on? So, Franny, a movie you were excited about came out this weekend. It looks like it KA'd.
Oh, kicked ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised, and they thought they were going to make this amount of money. Have not watched it yet. If you have, I am curious. Let me know what you thought. But Beetlejuice, the sequel to Beetlejuice, many, many years later, it did come out over the weekend, and they crushed it. They were talking we're hoping 100 mil. I know conservatively they were saying $80 million.
Okay.
I believe the production company was, the movie house, but it looks like that they did better than that. And please, please, please let me know. 47142. Did you get to watch it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I'm just curious because I have not met anybody who's watched it yet, but I haven't really asked around. Do you know anybody?
Yes, I know 2 people went Friday night. They went to the original one. They went to this one. They said it was fantastic. They loved it, and they even said they would go back. I just came up in conversation this morning with but I said, you know what? I had no interest in the film. I said, Francis is a big fan. I said, so let me know. What do you think? And he went Friday night. He said it was great. So they crushed it. I mean, $110 million. That's pretty damn good for the first weekend.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And 110, but that's just domestically. So
yeah.
So
Dom, you have any interest in that?
I mean, I'll see it.
Just probably wait till it streams.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
not in a movie theater. I won't go see it.
You won't do it?
No.
So
they said that, and so obviously this is a little bit more. You would here in the States. I don't know how it translates over internationally because I think I saw that the foreign launch was like 35 million from 69 markets. So nothing close to that 110 that we brought here.
That's fantastic though for them. So Guy Fieri is a famous chef, and he does all different things. He has his show, diners, dives, and drive-ins. And he was telling us stories at Stallone's house. I found this to be very funny, and he had like a jacket on, but not like a crazy jacket. So he's telling a story how he's at Stallone's house, and there was a lot of celebrities there and people and different things. I guess there was a woman there who had a lot to do with the catering and the staff. And when she saw him, she didn't know who he was. And she's like, take off your jacket and get behind the bar. And he was just like, I don't work here. Have you ever been mistaken someplace you work there at an establishment? It's happened to me a few times. Cigar bars, restaurants, once in a hospital, believe it or not, which was crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Were you wearing scrubs?
Yes.
Well, that's the problem.
I was visiting my
I say that
dad.
because I know he has scrubs that he likes to wear every now and then.
Yeah.
And yeah, no wonder they've mistaken you for somebody who works at the hospital.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, I don't work here. I just look great. I said, what can I tell you? But this lady was asking me a certain department, and I was like, she goes, you don't know? I said, I don't work here, ma'am. And she looked at me like, what do you got scrubs on for? Scrubs are very comfortable, though.
That should be a thing, though. Like
So
when you
should
go
be
to
able?
Disney events, even Disney on Ice, you can't dress up like a Disney character.
Mhm.
Like even if I know the kids can, but adults can't. Because my sister went to go take my niece to, I believe it was like Disney Frozen on Ice or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know the character. There's Elsa or something. And so my sister dressed up as the other girl, and my niece dressed up as one of the characters. And they told my sister she had to change.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that story.
Yeah, she had to go and buy a shirt and change. They say adults can't because it confuses the kids. Everybody wants to take pictures with them. They think that you work for
you make
Disney.
money.
So you would think that hospitals would have a rule like, hey, don't wear white coats or scrubs if you don't work here.
I do remember the day. It was Palm Beach Gardens, and my dad was not in the hospital when I left for work. And I had green scrubs on. I went to go see him in the afternoon. And when I went in the afternoon, I remember even going in and, saying where I was going. They looked at me a little weird, like, what? And then when I walked in, there was a woman who said to me, certain department she was looking for. I'm like, I don't work here. Come on. And then I was like, oh, I got scrubs on. Cigar bar a couple of times, restaurants, once or twice in a casino. People ask me stuff. But have you ever been accidentally, somebody thought you worked someplace and you didn't? Guy Fieri took it well. He laughed about it because he's who he is. But would that ever bother you? Or just if maybe you got a unique story where somebody says, hey, what's going on? I helped somebody at Strike Cigar Lounge one time with cigars. This kid was getting married. It was a Sunday. He was so excited. He needed a bunch of cigars. I said, he asked me for his help. And I told him to pick these cigars out. I think Monte Cristos, whatever. He bought like 20 or 30. I said, you could pay up front. Then I went back outside in the patio where I hang out and lit a cigar, put my feet up, and was on my phone. He goes, hey, man, you got some job. I go, I don't work here. I go, I just hang. I go, I was just helping you. So if you ever have a story like that, let us know something different. But I think that was funny with Guy Fieri where he was at Stallone's house and the woman didn't know. And there's a lot of times in all aspects of life where you may not know somebody in all different things. Was a friend of mine who was out this week on Thursday night. He said he was 2 tables over from one of the guys that was in the finals for U.S. Open. He had no clue who it was. No clue. And then the next day he was watching TV. He goes, oh, my God, I just sat next to that guy. So, I mean, there's Florida Panther players you might not be familiar with, Dolphin guys you might not be familiar with. Basketball players, a lot of times people know because they're so tall, and right away your mind goes to, who's that? He must be playing in the NBA or something like that. But there are times when you're not sure who somebody is. With Guy Fieri, I think that was a funny story. But if you guys got anything, unique where you were like, man, I didn't even realize that. I was so. You ever not realize who somebody was?
Oh, yeah. One time I was actually at Monroe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who was it? Can you say?
Yeah, I'm not going to say. No.
You're not gonna say.
But, it was
NFL star.
Okay.
Not local, but he grew up in South Florida.
Okay.
And he was just having his time at Monroe's.
Yeah, well,
with
there's
his buddies,
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. But you didn't realize it was him, or you did realize it?
My buddy was the one that realized it was him.
And then did it trigger for you? Like you were like, oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
It happens. How about you, Fran? Anybody that you ever like?
I mean, I think a lot of time, right? I think being like movie stars and musicians, I would be able to recognize, but a lot of times with athletes too, where I have no idea. And my husband would be like, "Oh, that's so and so," and I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Who cares?
Cool."
You don't know. How about
we had a bunch used to come in when I worked at Dirty Martini, all the time. We had a bunch of people who would, and it was mainly the guys would be like, "Oh my God, that's so and so," and freaking out or whatever.
Have you ever been at an establishment or a place and people thought maybe you worked there and asked you anything?
Not that I can think of. No.
Yeah, let us know if you ever been out and somebody thought you worked at an establishment and maybe said, hey, can you get me this or that?
I mean, it wasn't even they thought I worked at an establishment. They thought I was hired help, and that time pissed me off. I bartend for years and still do, and they one of my girlfriends who I met at a bar that I worked at, and then we became close friends, and they came from money, their whole little crew. I always said that they should be on, her and her friends look like they should be on Real Housewives of Wellington. So I got invited as a guest to her house, and it was my ex-husband and I, and when I went there, all her friends who knew me as the bartender at the restaurant I worked at in Wellington, all night long, like giving me their empty drinks.
No!
Like, hey, can you make this? Hey, can you make that? And finally my girlfriend intervened, and she's like, she's not here to work. She was like, you can clearly see I have a bar set up with a bartender. She's like, she's here as my guest.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Should have took a couple tips and never gave me the drinks. And said, see you later. Yeah, that's crazy when there's something like that happens. But if you have any situation like that, let us know. Also, this weekend, Dolphins play. What did you think? Did you watch the Dolphins game, Dom, or no?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Like you said, a few plays got them off the hook.
Did you think Tua played well?
I think he played average.
Do you think he was worth $50 million yesterday?
Dak looked better. Dak surprised me.
The Cowboys did surprise a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Browns had a lot of injuries.
I think he had a little extra oomph in him because he got that huge deal.
I didn't see that in Tua, I saw it in Dak, but I didn't see it in Tua.
Oh, Dak came out firing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they look great.
Like, I don't want people to be upset about this big payday.
Oh,
I got to show them.
It's national-wide TV. He was probably open maybe Monday. But Jerry wanted to steal the headlines on a Sunday. He's not dumb. He's like, oh, they did it hours before the game. Get the hell out of here. This was done last August. And they just milked it so everybody talks about him and Lamb, and they both get paid in the same week. But again, it's Jerry Jones. He's a master. He really is. Knows how to keep the Cowboys in the headlines, knows how to make everybody talk about him, and he's a very good owner. I think one of the best in the NFL. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the show. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142.
There we go, 47142. Franny, please thank Greek for a Chiefs win. All I do is reverse whatever advice Greek gives out, and I always win. Love you guys.
That's funny. Your ass.
Hey.
Your ass. I'm hot as a firecracker. You're welcome. I'm glad you won. I'd rather see you win than me. It's more important like that. That's the kind of person I am.
Yeah, right.
877-927-6.
If you want to see Greek's actions, you can do that at Real TV. That's realradio921.com. Click on Real TV. Brought to you by our friend Jason Weiser.
Always sponsored by Jason Weiser. Also the sponsor of the Greek Zone that you could hear every day between 2 and 3. It is Francis and the Greek, and Jimmy's on vacation, so we do have Dominic in the house counting the hours. Do you need a ride to the airport? Can I ask you that?
No.
Do you fly out Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you flying out? What airport?
Fort Lauderdale.
I'm not giving you a ride. Fort
Thank
Lauderdale. West Palm, I would
I
take.
was going to say, you live in Boca. It's not that far.
All right, you want me to give you a ride?
That's okay.
I'm trying to talk him into it.
What time is it Friday?
The flight's at 6.
At night?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I can't. It's too crazy. I'm doing a spa day Friday. I can't. I don't want to mess myself up.
I don't want to mess up your spa day.
Yeah, I don't want to do. I can't. I want you to have a good time though, and text me when you land because that's important. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Are you jacked up? Because I am. Jets tonight, and oh my God, they're playing the Niners. It's gonna be a great game. Does Mr. Rogers finally get back in the neighborhood? We'll find out all that and so much more. And don't forget, Creed tickets at 11:45. Lead singer is cute. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
Let's work in Big Al, who has a dispatch about the Chimp Crazy show.
Sean, it is sad. Call me a wussy if you want, but at least I have a heart and I don't laugh at my girlfriend when she cries. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thanks,
all right,
wussy.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
We're less than 2 weeks away from our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Stream only on Hulu.
Get tickets while you still can now at AXS.com.
This year, you can be there to witness all of the incredible once-in-a-lifetime performances live and in person. Buy your iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets now, starting at just $55 plus taxes and fees at AXS.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for a crash blocking the left lane still. Southern Boulevard, eastbound after Gem Lake Drive. An accident, Forest Hill Boulevard and Haverhill Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hurst.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market. Whether it's prepared foods, meats, seafood, pizza, fruits and vegetables, catering for any occasion, cold cuts or bakery, Joseph is the answer. It's all under that roof, baby. 4 locations, West Palm Beach, Delray, Gardens, and Boca Raton. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin. Joseph's Classic Market is a proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron 2024. Peace.
I'm John Morgan. When you call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, your very own army springs into action immediately, 24/7. Our investigators, legal staff, and over 900 lawyers work together to fight to get you the best result as quickly and easily as possible. Insurance companies know who we are, and now you know it too. This firm was built for greatness. This firm was built for you. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
When I say Mo Better Garage has the largest selection of garage doors, it doesn't mean a warehouse full of crappy old doors we're trying to unload. We don't just go to the stockroom and grab something off the shelf that sort of fits. You're not buying a polyester suit off the rack over here. If we're going to help you find a gorgeous modern garage door that complements the architecture of your home, I think you deserve better than just a large, medium, or small. At Mo Better Garage, our direct supplier relationships with the best manufacturers means every garage door we install is actually a custom job. Our technicians measure your home precisely to manufacture a door exactly for your space. And we work with you to pick the color, design, and materials to get you the door that's perfect for you. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Custom nice.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more.
3 myths about fiduciaries, and you're going to be surprised about myth number 3. Myth number 1. Fiduciaries are too expensive. Not at Trajan Wealth. Our interests are aligned with yours, so we don't need to push costly investments. The more you make, the more we make. It's that simple. Myth number 2, they will only want to sell me something. Absolutely not. At Trajan Wealth, we have hearts of teachers, and it's our goal to educate and empower, not sell. And the biggest myth, myth number 3, fiduciaries are only for the wealthy. Not at Trajan Wealth. Whether you have 50 grand or 50 million, we know it was hard-earned and we'll treat it as such. Let's grow together. So, here's your opportunity for 100% complimentary professional Q&A. Call Trajan today at 561-390-1000. That's 561-390-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it! Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's the Greek, and football's back. Watch parties, tailgate parties, people come over to the house to watch the game. Well, Tito's Vodka needs to be your quarterback. From the sidelines to the goal line, Tito's Vodka has you covered. This football season, make sure you have plenty of Tito's, and Tito's is on your roster. Pick up a bottle today and enjoy football season, baby. Go Tito's. And even if your team's losing, you're a winner because you got Tito's handmade vodka on your team. Peace.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain with iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Capital One. The Paralympics concluded on Sunday, and of the 104 total medals the U.S. will bring home from Paris, 56% were won in women's events, 8% in mixed gender events. As for gold medals, 61% came in women's events. We look ahead to the Olympics and Paralympics in L.A. in 2028, but the hard work and competitions don't stop, so keep following your faves. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
With the Venture Card from Capital One, you earn unlimited 2x miles on every purchase. Plus, earn unlimited 5x miles on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Wake up with football every morning and listen to my new podcast, NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal. 5 days a week, you get all the latest news, the best analysis delivered by the time you get your coffee. This show hits on every single game, every single week, but I can't do it alone, so I'm bringing in all the big guns from NFL media. Subscribe today, and you'll immediately be smarter and funnier than your friends. Listen to NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search NFL Daily to start listening.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys had a nice weekend. Get ready for another night of football as the Jets play the Niners. Jimmy's on vacation. Dominic's in the house.
Hey, Franny.
Nice.
And Greek.
Nice. Way to be, baby. I love that. I love that juice. I love that. Hello, Francis.
I just keep it plain. I just say, hey, to nobody. Just, hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
That's it. This
Just
way
like
nobody
it,
gets
just a blanket hey.
Yeah, nobody gets eliminated. Nobody feels bad. Nobody feels like, hey, you dissed me, brother man. Time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, Taylor Swift and what's that guy, Kelsey? She's dating. They were at the U.S. Open. They stopped at a couple local eateries over the weekend. Friday night, I know they were at a pizza place. That place will never be the same again. It'd be crazy. UFC taking over Friday night at the Spear in Vegas. It's going to be unbelievable. Saturday night, Dana White's all over the place. Are you going to sit down with Dana? You going to have time this weekend or not really? You think it'd be too
I mean, I'll be this close to him.
Yeah.
I could ask him a question at the press conference.
I'll ask him. Say, hey, Greek wants to know when you're going to come by to Florida, and we'll hang out and have a cigar.
Gotcha.
And he loves to bet, so we would definitely have something in common. He really going to lay down some blackjack. But this is great for UFC. I have so much respect for this guy. He took a sport that nobody cared about, nobody liked. It is unbelievable, though. They crush it. And they're mainstream now. Surpass boxing without a doubt. But that's going to be a great time. I'm excited for you. I hope you have a great time. Be safe. That's the most important thing. And if you have any negotiating to do, please call me. I will definitely help you. Tariq Hill got picked up yesterday and detained. He was handcuffed, but not arrested. There's a lot of speculation about that. More stories will come out. But the Dolphins did win 20-17. He scored an 80-yard touchdown pass, thank God. Because a lot of fans would have been upset. And the Dolphins, I think if he didn't play yesterday, I don't think the Dolphins win, to be honest with you. And that is your Greeks Trifecta, lunchtime edition. And now we got a couple of people on hold. Who do we got there, Dom?
We got Toot.
Hey, Toot, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
How are you?
All right. Yeah, I was on my way down to the Hard Rock Stadium yesterday morning.
Okay.
And I called my cousin. Because he was on his way there, and he said that a few people were going to show up. It was going to be kind of lame. So I said, you know what? Maybe I won't go to the stadium. I'll just go to Hard Rock itself.
Okay.
So I stopped by the casino. I went in there for about 30 minutes. I walked out with a stack.
A stack?
All right.
Nice. Good for you. What do you play?
I was playing the machines, just a little machine.
Oh, good for you, Toot. That's great. I'm happy to hear you won. Good job. I like when anybody wins, and that's good you won.
Yes, sir. And so I made it home to watch the game, and it was great. I loved that game yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, Dolphins won. Wasn't pretty, but they won. Big game Thursday night as they take on Buffalo. Short turnaround, so hopefully they can bounce back. Bills won yesterday, and so did the Patriots, the team that everybody says sucks. And that's why they have that slogan, any given Sunday. You just don't know.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, and speaking about, what you were talking about earlier, I went to Dr. Feelgood's one night. I had a date.
Okay.
And I go walking in, and the bouncer looked at me, and I said, Mike sent me. That's all I said. He goes, oh, Mr. Garcia, come right up. Took me upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Everything comped.
Nice.
Everything was comped. You know what I mean? My date's like, who do you know? I said, I don't know. I just said Mike sent me.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Try it this weekend, Dom, in Vegas.
Gotcha.
Mike sent me.
Yeah, Mike sent me.
Mike Tyson.
I dropped him a C-note tip, you know.
Say you're Dan and White's nephew.
Dr. Feelgoods, huh? That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Was that on Clematis or
It was
Marlboro?
on Clematis, yeah.
Well, that's a great story, Toot. I'm glad you had a great time, and I'm glad you won some cash at the Hard Rock yesterday, and you had a stack. Nice for you, buddy.
Dolphins won.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Dolphins won. I'm wearing my colors today, flying high.
Good. Enjoy. I know you're a big fan. I'm glad you won. The Dolphins won for you, and I'm also glad you won a stack. That's nice.
Yes, sir. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later on during the week.
All right, buddy.
All right, take care. So today is September 9th, and if you weren't aware, this is the day that people have. This is the most common birthday to have is September 9th.
Is today your birthday?
It is not my birthday.
Dom's your birthday?
Nope.
It's not my birthday.
Yeah, but according to this, September 9th is the most common birthday in the U.S., according to the Social Security Administration. So I figured they would know if anybody was to.
I don't want to argue with that. My brother's birthday is Thursday, but not today. I'm thinking if I know it. When I saw that, I go, man, is there somebody's birthday I need to say it? Because I hate when I miss a birthday.
Well, I mean, just put it out there. People are listening. Just happy birthday.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people whose birthday it is.
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook, so that's how people always find out. But I love when you talk to somebody and they don't say anything and they're like, I go, hey, how's it going? And they're like, today's my birthday. And I go like, oh my God, I didn't even know.
Whoops,
but I'm
yeah.
not supposed to know.
Well,
I'm not banging you, so how do I know?
If you're a good friend, you should know, or family member.
Family, yes,
Yeah.
but not stranger.
Good friends. good friends. So I'm pretty good at it. Most like coworkers and good friends or people, I'm around all the time. I put it in my calendar.
That's smart.
And I put it to remind me every single year, and that's what you can do. You can set it. But yeah, they have here that September 9th, most common birthday, and after that is September 19th, and then September 12th.
Ooh.
So the top 10 are actually all days that fall between September 9th and September 20th. The top 10 birthdays, and they're like, all right, well, if you count backwards 40 weeks, you get to early December. They said more babies are made in the lead up to the holidays than any other time of the year.
Makes sense.
Because there's more cheer in the air.
Yeah, more people are
time
drunk.
on our hands, more booze in our system.
Yeah.
So they say despite the fact September somehow isn't the most common month to be born, it's August, then July, and then September's 3rd. They just have the top 10 and right there. But they said the least common month to be born, February, partly because, right, it has fewer days.
And we're unique.
April is next, followed by November. But they said, whether you're born on September 9th, which again, you probably were, just kidding, or on some other lesser day of the year, they said here's more good info to have. So people.com did a huge roundup of restaurants that give out free stuff on your birthday.
Oh, and September 12th is one of the days too, correct? You said the 9th?
Yeah, they said the top 10 were between September 9th and the 20th.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but it said, let's see, that restaurants, a lot of places give you free stuff. Most require you to sign up for the Rewards Club because of course they do. They want you to sign up because they want to send you stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of things include Starbucks does a free drink, free Grand Slam breakfast, Denny's, free pancakes at IHOP, free curly fries at Arby's, a free dessert at Outback, Olive Garden, and TGI Fridays. You get a free scoop of ice cream at Baskin Robbins. And look here locally, one of my favorite steakhouses, Okeechobee Steakhouse, on your birthday gives you a free steak. So
really?
Just do your research.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Free steak.
Yeah.
Wow.
So take advantage. Like you could legit, I go there, I could go have a steak, right? And then I could go hit up a Baskin Robbins for a free scoop of ice cream. Like you can top all places and eat for free probably all day long.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You got to get in it to win it, but you got to, do a little work, little leg work, and make sure they know. They're not going to walk in and go, "Oh, happy birthday! Here's the steak." You got to work it out.
But that's the thing. If you do sign up for these apps or whatever, and a lot of time you get notifications or even your emails like, "Hey, this is what they're offering you for your birthday."
Greek, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been working with Franny now?
Let me think. I don't know, 14, 15 years on and off. On and off, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, on the radio, but we've known each other since 2006 doing sales.
Yeah,
when's her birthday?
May 2nd.
He knows.
Oh, he knows. Okay.
He knows.
Okay, I just had to double check.
I think he was just trying to prove a point that none of our birthdays were September 9th.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I know Franny's birthday. Are you kidding me? I have it all in my house. I open my refrigerator.
Don't forget.
Don't forget Franny's birthday. You're dead. One of my robes, I open up, it says Franny's birthday. It's everywhere.
Gotcha.
Bottom of my shoes, it's everywhere.
birthday?
Yeah, Franny's birthday. I mean, forget it.
47142 started off with Real Radio. Says, hey, Penthouse, where's the broadcast this Friday? Same location. Y'all are the best. Peace. So it is not. We're going to be at Strike Cigar Lounge, but we're doing something a little different this week because there's a Miami Dolphins game.
Oh, I thought it was because he's going to Vegas. Dominic's going to Vegas, so he came to management. He said, look, they have to do it on Thursday, September 12th. My brother's birthday. I got a day there. I'll be at Strikes all day, and then I might go to the game at night. We'll see. But we're excited. This Thursday, we're kicking it off at Strike Cigar Lounge. And last week was a lot of fun at Crazy Horse. And if you didn't know, the grand prize is 3 nights at the Hard Rock Casino, thanks to ETA Jets and my very good friend Alex, whose girlfriend is smoking, by the way. Saw her last night for the first time. Alex, wow, way to outkick your coverage, no doubt. Also, $200 gift card to the Council Oak. Woo! That's a great restaurant. Franny, you've been there. It's been awesome. I've been there. It's great. And we're throwing in a golf cart and a box of Vega Fina cigars. It's unbelievable. We want somebody, you guys, to do it. And then if you beat me on a weekly level, you get a $125 gift card to New York Prime.
Yeah, so just so you know, this is the only time, well, I don't want to say only, but that we're doing a Thursday live show at Strikes. But we're going to alternate. So next week, we will be back at Crazy Horse Saloon.
Yes.
And then we'll be at Strikes the following week. week and just keep on going like that. So we're going back and forth to those locations. We'll be North End, Palm Beach County, and then we'll be at the South End. So giving some love all across the county.
And it's very nice, too. A lot of people came up to us and saying, hey, you guys have never been here. We usually are south.
They're like, it was nice that we were in just the meat of our listening area.
Yeah,
where a
which
lot
is
of
nice.
people could show up. We did have a lot of people appreciative of it.
It was packed.
It was.
And nice, very nice. And again, food was awesome. We had a
Great
great time. It's a cool place. And again, excited about it. And one of our new sponsors for 2024. We got a couple new ones coming on. They'll be joining us in the next couple weeks.
Cool. And then 47142 says, I was arrested years ago. And when I went to one of the appearances, my attorney didn't recognize me because I was well dressed. He said he thought I was another attorney. Instead of like, because you were saying, have you ever been mistaken as somebody worked? He said the suit is a custom Joe Namath suit. Broadway Joe used to get his suits tailored at the custom shop in Gardens Mall.
Oh, wow.
When the store closed, he never came for his suits. So I bought them all for $1,500 retail.
Wow.
So we went in and was just like, oh, all right, I'll take all. He must have known that person for the custom shop to give you that intel like that too, and just be like, hey, this is what we got.
And they probably, when you open it up, probably said custom made for Joe Namath.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
Joe's in the area. Joe, if you're looking for your suits, that's where they are.
Hey, they said he never picked him up. And then let's see. I once got yelled at and told to get back to class when I stopped by the local high school to drop off something for my daughter. Speaking of getting mistaken.
Yeah.
As a student.
Wow, that's
I
funny.
didn't mind getting mistaken for a high school student in my late 30s. They said the last time I was carded for alcohol, I was 42. Good for you,
God
Christine.
bless.
Yep, and that's from our girl, Christine. And you can always participate. 47142 started off with Real Radio. Now you know it's that time where we do our giveaway. Let's get those phone lines going. 877-927-6969. We got a pair of tickets to the sold out concert. That is Creed with special guest 3 Doors Down, Finger 11, September 21st. I Think Financial Amphitheater. That's next Saturday. It's a Saturday night, so you can party your ass off and recover on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're going to play He Said, She Said. This is a game that our producer Jimmy has put together where I actually read you a quote. And the quote came from Greek. We'll make it a little easier. It came from Greek or me. All right?
Oh, really?
So we'll do that.
Okay.
And then you have to guess. And either way, we're going to play the audio, so you know no shenanigans here. But if you get it right, then you will get that pair of tickets to go see Creed with special guest 3 Doors Down, Finger 11, happening September 21st, I Think Financial Amphitheater. So give us a call, 877-927-6969.
Great job, you guys. Make it happen. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. Dominic's in the house, so be a little patient with him. Jimmy's on vacation. But Creed, and I remember seeing Sebastian Maniscalco talk about him when he was in the front row at one of his concerts. And he's like, aren't you the guy from Creed? And it was so funny. And he was like, he went into this whole thing, he went through a breakup and he was driving home from Vegas and crying his eyes out. And the guy was cool from Creed. He definitely was. You could tell he did.
Scott Stapp is the lead singer.
Yeah, you can tell he didn't want to be recognized. He had a hat on, a scarf, but he still noticed him. Dominic, are we ready, my friend?
We are. We have first up is Jim.
Jim, what's happening?
Good morning, Penthouse.
Hey, Jim, are you a Dolphin fan?
No, I'm a Jet fan.
Oh, wow. What's going to happen tonight? Mr. Rogers going to come back to the neighborhood? You jacked up?
I hope so, buddy. Yes, sir.
Jets. Let's see what happens tonight. They win tonight. My God, the city will be going off the chain if they beat the Niners in San Francisco. Woo! Franny, we ready?
Yeah, I am ready to do this. All right, you know how the game goes, right? I'm going to read you a quote, and you just guess who it is.
Yep.
All right, let's get this one and done, hopefully, here. So your quote is, give it to me in the morning. Who said that?
Greek.
Oh, you eat it whole. Okay. Oh, you eat it. Give it to me in the morning. It's all right. Unfortunately, that was incorrect. I am the one who said that, but we'll make sure not to do that one. The other one. So give it to me in the morning was me. I am sorry. Who do we have next?
I'm usually gone by the morning.
Next, we should have Rick here.
What's up, Rick?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, Rick. Are you a Dolphin fan?
Yeah, it was pretty good yesterday, wasn't it? Even though they played bad, but yeah, they got lucky.
Yeah, that's part of it in life and sports. It's always better to be lucky than good. So they got a W. And are you a big fan of Creed?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's get you to go see Creed. Hopefully you get this right. I am going to read you a quote, and you just have to let us know who it is. Are you ready to roll?
Yes, I am.
All right. Let's do this. Your quote is, what are you rubbing in there? What are you rubbing in there? Who said that?
I think you said that. No, Jimmy. I'm sorry. You said that about Greek.
So you think that came from me?
Franny.
All right.
Yes.
What are you rubbing in there?
Unfortunately, that was G-Van.
It happens.
All right. We're just stumping them so far. All right. Let's get somebody else on the line. Who do we have, Dom?
I'm not sure about who's next.
Okay.
We're just going to go with it.
All right. Let's just go with it.
What is your name and where you're from? And who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's happening? What's your name, buddy?
This is Eric.
Who's there?
No, this is Eric.
Oh, Eric. I don't know. Who's there?
Who's there? Knock, knock.
Who's there? Eric, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going awesome.
Your question, I think the Chiefs are going to take it again.
All right. I agree, too. I think the Chiefs are going to win again. I'm going to hand you over to this young lady, and she's going to try to get you tickets to Creed. Does that sound okay?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, Eric, let's do this. I'm going to read you this quote, and you just tell us who you think said it. And your quote is, that thing needs to be lubed all the time, huh? That thing needs to be lubed all the time, huh?
Let's go with Jimmy.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it was not. You can go ahead and put that quote on if you want to. It needs to be lubed all the time, huh? That was me.
Yeah, I don't even use that
word. Oh, goodness. All right. Sorry, Eric.
Who's up next, Dom?
I don't have them yet. But
Yeah,
see.
we're just going to
Here we go.
Okay.
just ask them as we pick up.
Hello, who is this?
This is Gary.
Hey, Gary, how are you?
I am great. How are you doing?
I don't know if I could be great. I'm doing good. I mean, great's pretty good. When somebody says great, I'm like, wow. Maybe it's your birthday or you just won 10 grand or you had the Dolphins, but great, that's an awesome attitude. Are you a fan of Creed?
No, I'm gonna win. No, I'm winning Creed tickets. That's why I'm great.
Oh, okay, good.
I like your confidence, Gary. Let's do this. I'm going to read you a quote, and you just have to tell us who it is, Gary. So your quote is...
Okay.
Your quote is, I ain't afraid to go to the hole. I ain't afraid to go to the hole. Who said that?
That sounds like that would be Jimmy.
Play it, Tom. I ain't
I'll play
afraid to go to the hole. Yeah, that was a classic. My God, how many times have I said that?
Yep. All right, we're stumping y'all.
What do we got next? Are we just going to wing it and dance?
Okay.
Oh, we got a full line.
We're going to wing and ding it.
Here we go.
Wing and ding it.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Eli.
Eli, what's happening? That's a very unique name. Have you had that your whole life?
Yeah, I was born with it.
All right, cool.
Wow. It's odd how that happens. All right.
Are you a fan of Creed?
I love Creed.
Oh, all right. Yeah, the lead singer's cute. What do you got, friend?
All right, Eli, let's do this. I'm going to read you a quote and just let us know who said it. Your quote is, 3 inches, that's insane. 3 inches, that's insane.
I'm going to go Franny.
3 inches.
Jesus.
That's insane.
Wow.
Nice job,
Nice. And I'm
Eli.
shocked that you would even say that.
Congratulations.
Great job. I think you'd be like, what? Oh, my God. Great job, buddy. Are you happy?
Oh, I'm ecstatic. Thank you, Bub.
All right. Congratulations.
Yep, just hang on the line. Dom will get all of your information so we can hook you up with those tickets, okay?
Yeah, and if he hangs up, don't get nervous. Just call back.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So excited. This is Penthouse, and this is Real Radio Week. This is the week of Dom because he's going to Vegas, and he's going to the UFC fight. How cool is that Thursday night? I don't know. I'm a little jealous about that. I mean, the plane ride there and be nice and fun, come back, and he's going to have a great time, and we're hopefully going to look forward to some very, very cool videos that he does, and hopefully he brings me back a hat from the establishment. 877-927-6969. How was your weekend? You can tell us. I don't know if you can top Franny. She went to Georgia, and that was pretty cool to go see the Bulldogs play and one of the iconic stadiums in college football as they crushed it. But tell us what you did. Maybe you went to the Dolphin game. Maybe you and your significant other just walked on the beach and said, man, isn't this great? I did that with myself yesterday. It was awesome. I looked at myself. I said, this is awesome. I can't believe we get to spend this time together. But give us a call, 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Every day we have a giveaway for you, and today's tickets, there's Creed. So Creed was the giveaway today. Don't forget, Greek Gridiron this week is Thursday, not Friday. This might be the first Thursday we've ever done in like 22 years because of Dominic going to Vegas, but it is unbelievable. We'll be there Thursday. And also last week, we had a little surprise. We also gave the guy Dolphin tickets, which was crazy. I mean, he went to the Dolphin game, give a football away from Palm Beach Autographs, one of our big partners. So much more will be happening in Greek Gridiron this year, but we're happy to pull it off again thanks to our two big location sponsors, Strike Cigar Lounge and the Crazy Horse Saloon. After this, we'll be back with some fun facts and a lot more on a Monday. Jets tonight, baby. What do you think? We'll be back. Peace.
iHeartRadio is the easy-to-use app for music and radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for a crash blocking the left lane still. Southern Boulevard, eastbound after Gem Lake Drive. An accident, Forest Hill Boulevard at Haverhill Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by True Green. If you want a great-looking lawn next spring, now is the perfect time to get started, and nobody makes it easier or more affordable to get a green, healthy lawn than True Green. Sign up today for an annual plan and get 50% off one application. Visit TrueGreen.com today. Restrictions apply.
All right, South Florida, if you're wanting to sell your car, this is easy. Hey, it's Franny. Do you want the most for your used car? Of course you do. Do you want a hassle-free process? Yes. Do you want to work with America's best car buyer? I would say so. That's GimmeTheVin.com. GimmeTheVin.com will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your used car right now at GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. Give me the...
Come on out to our first Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season at Captain Hiram's this Thursday as Miami takes on Buffalo. Great food and drink specials, including $2 Miller Lite drafts Monday and Thursday from 7 p.m. till close, and Sundays from noon till close. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Miami game versus Tennessee. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Captain Hiram's Resort, 1580 US 1 in Sebastian. See you there.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
When a hurricane hits, it's best to be prepared. Since 1996, StormSmart has installed over 100,000 protection and lifestyle products in Florida homes. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
I received a call one time, and the man said, "You probably won't call me back because I'm just a nobody." I immediately called him back. Nobody's a nobody.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I always wanted to be the lawyer who represented the little guy, the voiceless, the powerless.
I was rear-ended by a car probably doing about 50 or 55 miles an hour. My car caught on fire. I'm a paraplegic, so I couldn't get out of the car. They were struggling to get me out of the vehicle. After the accident, I gave Morgan & Morgan a call, and they understood what I was going through, and they were there to help me each step of the way. It made me feel that I had people behind my back to help me and resolve the case.
I represented him, and we did well because we get the chance to help people put their lives back together and to go on as best they can after a life-altering day. There's only one you, there's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Vice President Harris.
They are out of their mind.
Former President Trump.
We have to set the record straight.
Go toe-to-toe in Philly.
The presidential debate.
Listen tomorrow night at 9 Eastern on iHeart's 24/7 News Channel.
Or search debate on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Monday. We're going to see some thunderstorms moving across the area as well. A lot of moisture in place. That could also lead to some heavy downpours at times and localized flooding. That's our biggest threat out there for today. Also hot and humid. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100 though when you factor in the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
Florida needs a power company that's storm ready. That's why FPL works year-round to keep the power on and restore it safely and as quickly as possible when needed. FPL, working for you every single day. Get ready at fpl.com/storm.
$99 marijuana cards during MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. Limited appointments. Call 561-269-4137. Again, MMJ's $99 Meltdown Madness. Ends soon. Call 561-269-4137 today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys are having a good day. It is halftime for The Penthouse, baby. Halftime, 12 o'clock. Jimmy's out today. Dominic's here.
Hey there, Greek and Franny.
Not bad, not bad. Hello, Francis.
Hey, what's up?
And listeners.
And listeners, yeah.
Everybody.
Appreciate everybody out there. We're going to get into some fun facts about who knows what.
About who knows what.
It's Franny's Fun Facts.
All right, so we are going to go at random, and we are doing fun facts that I found about some pop culture things. But I will tell you, as I like to, what the holidays are for today, because maybe it might interest you. It is September 9th, which is, Care Bears Share, your Care Day. It is also I'm on top of it day.
Ooh, top of it or top of somebody?
I'm on top of it day.
Oh, okay.
International Buy a Priest a Beer Day.
Ooh, why'd that be different?
Go buy a priest a beer. Let's see. National Boss Employee Exchange Day. National I Love Food Day. That's every day for me. Let's see. It is National Teddy Bear Day and Wonderful Weirdos Day. So if you think you're weird and you embrace it, today is your day.
Dominic, do you still sleep with a teddy bear or no? Just ask.
So, yeah, these are some pop culture facts that made people go, wait, what? If you are familiar with the show Dexter, which I love Dexter, this was a popular Showtime drama, 2006, 2013. If you're not familiar with it, about forensic technician, serial killer who hunts down murderers.
Oh, God.
It's a show. It's a great show. But they said that one thing on here, that a stuntman was nearly stabbed in the heart on the set of Dexter. They said a stunt that went wrong during filming nearly spilled real blood. Jeff Chase, stuntman, was playing a soon-to-be murder victim on the show. When Jimmy Smits was one of the stars that season, was supposed to pick up a prop knife and stab him right in the heart. However, when they were rehearsing the scene, Smits mistakenly picked up a real knife, not the prop. How does this happen?
I don't understand. It's
like the whole thing on the Rust set. Like, how does this happen?
It's happened
Why is
before.
it real? Yeah, so the guy was like, I was bound in saran wrap. If you're familiar with Dexter, you get it. You can imagine it. Duct tape over the mouth. I couldn't say a thing. As I saw Jimmy grab the knife, he picked up the real one. Pure mistake. It was a mean-looking knife. I heard fellow actor Michael C. Hall yelling at Jimmy to stop, but it was too late. I felt the thud in my chest. He said, I didn't have a metal breastplate like a lot of actors do in a scene like that. Instead, I had a piece of acrylic clear plastic about the size of a Post-it note over my heart. That was only 1/4 of an inch thick and not attached. In 8 out of 10 takes of that prop knife, Jimmy had missed the plastic. But miracle act of God, the real knife landed at the very edge of that plastic little piece.
Thank God.
Isn't that crazy? Like, just going straight for it. Could you imagine?
I can't.
Oh, my. Especially if you were Jimmy Smits, like, and that happened. Geez, like, but how did you not?
And like you said,
I don't get it.
Yeah, it happens sometimes a lot of times.
Why?
Sets, yeah, like you said, why? Why does it happen?
Why?
Shouldn't even be there.
Your dude, Frank Sinatra, they said after his son was kidnapped, he always kept 10 dimes in his pocket. Did you know this, G-Man?
Yeah, because in case he ever had to make emergency phone calls.
Yeah, they said 1963, his 19-year-old son, Frank Jr., kidnapped. Taking after his famous father, Frank Jr. was hoping to build a career as a singer. He was getting ready to perform Lake Tahoe when a group of kidnappers entered his dressing room and abducted him. They demanded $240,000 ransom. They said Sinatra, Frank Sr., alerted the FBI, paid the ransom. Kidnappers released his son. Days later, however, the FBI tracked down and arrested the 3 men. Thank goodness. The trauma of the event seemed to have packed him, though, so much that in a unique way, the rest of his life, he communicated with his kidnapper from payphones, as G-Man mentioned. So he always kept 10 dimes in his pocket so he'd be ready to make emergency phone calls.
Very unique.
Yeah. We are talking about some pop culture things that you may or may not have known. And I have a few more here. These original, the Scooby-Doo movie from 2002. I don't want to say original because there have been other ones. But the one in 2002, I think, was that Sarah Michelle Gellar, Frankie Prinze Jr.?
Yeah.
They were all in it.
Now, didn't they get married, those two?
Yeah, they've been together a long time.
Yeah,
Still together.
So nice.
So much. So nice.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
It is. It's beautiful.
I met a couple over the weekend. They're married 23 years. I was like, wow, that's fantastic. It's something I missed out in life. I wish I had that. I asked her, I said, you have a sister? Go ahead. Or a brother.
So this is interesting. Scooby-Doo, right? And when you think the cartoon stuff, but the claim is that Scooby-Doo movie was originally supposed to be rated R.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Thank God it wasn't.
In the live action, they said Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Linda Cardellini, Matthew Lillard, but the screenwriter intended to target an adult audience, not under 18. So he ultimately had to write a more kid-friendly version. The film wasn't as squeaky clean as they wanted it to be. They said they did want to give it a rated R rating, indicating that they didn't feel it was suitable for children younger than 17. But then they ended up changing it down. They said that they kind of cut some things out. So
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Some pop culture fun facts that you may or may not know. I have a few more here. And actually, you know what? We'll end it with this one. Fans of the New England Patriots credit Michael Jackson's family with saving the team. Did you hear this, G-Man?
No.
They said the New England Patriots nearly became the St. Louis Patriots. And many fans credit the Jackson 5 with preventing that from happening. So they said it's in a roundabout way, though, right?
Okay.
They said the team's original owner were the Sullivan family. By the 1980s, the family was strapped for cash and hoped to make some money by promoting the Jackson 5 reunion tour in 1984. Unfortunately, the tour was a disaster, costing the Sullivans tens of millions of dollars. They slipped into bankruptcy, which forced them to sell their assets related to the Patriots. That's when Robert Kraft, longtime Patriot owner or fan, snapped up the team's stadium. They said part of that deal included the lease that guaranteed the Patriots would play at his stadium until 2001.
Wow.
Yep. So they say in a roundabout way, they're like, thank you, Jackson 5, for bombing. After changing hands, the team itself came into possession of another businessman, James Orthwein, I think, 1992. He wanted to move the Patriots to St. Louis, but Kraft's lease made that impossible. Ultimately, he sold the controlling shares of the team to Kraft. who saw to it that the Patriots remained in New England. And, of course, as they say, the rest is history.
Very cool.
There you go for some pop culture fun facts.
And also, the Patriots are 1-0. Big surprise. Probably the biggest surprise yesterday of the whole game, of the whole slate.
You see that Belichick said that he wants to come back and coach in 2025 or come back to I think that was his words. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. He's doing a lot of TV. He wants the record to be the all-time coach. And he'll end up either in the Giants, Philly, someplace in the East Coast.
Yeah, he wants to return
Jets.
coaching in 2025.
Who do we got, Dom?
We have Sarah B.
Sarah, what's up?
Hey, Penthouse.
Hi,
What's
Sarah.
up, girlfriend? What are you doing?
I am enjoying my birthday week is what I'm doing.
Oh, wow, a whole week. When is your actual birthday?
9/11.
Oh, well, that is so nice. God bless you. I hope you have 100 more. I'm not going to ask your age because that's not correct. But what did you do for your birthday?
Well, happy birthday to you, Sarah. I know it's in 2 days, but enjoy your week. And not just that, so you fall in that group of the top 10 birthdays.
Yeah.
They are in September, so you fall in that.
Well, I am an overachiever. I always try to be at the top.
You have any special plans for the day?
Well, let's see. So the main thing I'm focusing on is trying to keep up my my fitness thing because I've already lost 10 pounds in the last 2 months.
That's
great.
Fantastic.
So I don't want to ruin. Yeah, I don't want to ruin that this week because I'm gonna eat. So, so I'm like I've been doing like 10,000 steps a day for the last 2 months, which is how I've been losing my weight.
Good for you.
10,000 steps. Now, you counting that in your head or you have something like doing it on a watch or something?
Yeah, I'm counting it in my head.
Counting it in her head.
Wow, you are so talented.
Oh, my God.
Why are you not a star? I don't know why. You're like 1,142, 11, your phone rings. You're like, oh, my God, stop it. Sarah, I actually thought of you over the weekend because I was talking to this young lady and her name was Sarah. And I was like, oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good negotiation. I thought of you. Go ahead.
It's a fairly, very common name, actually.
I don't bump into a lot of Sarahs,
man.
though. You know what I mean? So when she said Sarah, I said, oh, well, that's a unique name. She said, I've had it my whole life. I said, okay. She was really speaking of unique names, and your name is Greek. I said, well, what are we going to do, Sarah? How are we going to figure this out, Sarah?
So yesterday I treated myself with a burger from Five Guys.
Nice.
Nice.
I love their burgers.
Their French fries are delicious, too.
They are. Yeah, I got the Cajun fries and a shake. Yes.
You got the shake.
Delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see. What I did is I did my walk, and the Five Guys is over near the Walmart, which is right across the street from my job. So it's like a mile away. But I started walking the opposite direction from my house. And by the time I got to Five Guys, I had already done almost 10,000 steps. Wow.
So you earned it, is what you're saying. Yes,
yeah, you should always reward yourself every day. Every time you do something good, you should say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get myself a reward. I did that this morning. I shaved in the morning. I looked in the mirror. I said, I deserve a reward.
Was the reward for shaving or for looking at yourself in the mirror?
For shaving and looking at myself and for looking good, Sarah. All three.
Wasn't looking at yourself in the mirror reward enough, Greek?
I guess you're right. You know, that's why women rule the world, because you're smart. Dominic, you can laugh into the mic. We've talked about this.
I'm just shaking my head.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not laughing. I'm shaking my head.
Franny, he can speak for himself.
He did.
I love Dom's laugh because I picture because I'm not watching it on the cameras like I probably should be.
I know. We got to turn on his camera, Jimmy's camera, so we can see Dom.
I don't have anything to do with it.
I don't even know how to turn it on. I just turn on the thing.
Yeah, at least it's working.
I'll figure it out somehow, some way.
I could describe Dom for you. He's about, I would say, 5'9", 5'10", young, 30 years old, rough. He's got a little bit of a beard, mustache. He has a nice face. He's in adequate shape. Good. You know, he's not heavy.
Adequate.
Well, he doesn't work out or anything. He's in good shape.
How do you know he doesn't work out?
Do you work out?
I haven't, but just There's a reason for that.
Okay, see, I was right.
Okay, but you just assumed.
I assume. He wears a lot of like jeans and shorts. He's always very comfortable. Like he doesn't look like a kid who's very stressed out about anything. He's just like I see him. He's always very nice demeanor. Always, hey Greek, what's up? And he's a good guy all around. That's Dom.
Thank you, Greek.
I'm being honest. If you ask me other people in the company, I would tell you, and that wouldn't be too flattering to be honest with you.
Well, and so before I said that kind of gives me a little bit of an idea, but since I don't know what he looks like at all, all I picture is when I do hear him laugh on the show, I picture that he's like deliberately keeping his mouth shut when he laughs because it sounds like the closed mouth laugh.
Yeah, he's getting more and more comfortable. Everybody when they first start, like Cerise, we had her in the beginning. She used to be very quiet. Then she told you she was driving around watching porn.
I heard that.
Which is still the most bizarre thing I have ever heard anybody say in my life. And I've been around some characters. And that is the one thing I got to say. People come up to me still. And that was from the golf tournament, right, Franny? I think it was in February. Yeah, it was. And people,
I think we were at Strikes at the time. I don't know if that was that at the Hanukkah or whatever, the Cognizant Classic?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
I just had somebody recently say, man, that girl watches porn while she's driving. Like, I just can't. Like,
I saw her yesterday.
Was she watching porn?
No. No.
Where'd you see her?
She was at the car event that was at the South Florida Fairgrounds.
Oh, I did see that on her social that she was
yeah,
there.
she is a trip.
I'm going to be working with her in a couple weeks. I'm excited to see her.
Yeah, she's a great girl. But to say that, and for where she started with us, where she barely would say hi, to even say that.
But that is her personality.
That is her, though.
Yeah,
I can see.
And she's been on radio here and there, but I think especially here, and with Dom too, getting more comfortable and knowing, like, when to interject or how, because a lot of time they're just like filling in. But we're like, no, be the third member.
Yeah, we're not like other radio people who don't let people say anything. We don't care. Anytime you want, take, because it's less than I have to do.
Exactly.
Sounds good.
That is the truth.
I do the same thing in the bedroom.
Oh
Anything you can do is great.
It was just like, if you could take any load off of me. No pun intended there, but please do so.
Sarah, don't you love it? Because it's true. That's less I got to do.
We know.
And why do I love her, Sarah? Why? I can't
know.
believe it.
I don't know.
God, I texted her all weekend. How are you? What's going on? You okay?
That's not true. Not once.
I was very sick over the weekend yesterday. You should have checked them. My ant bites got really bad. I'm telling you. It was my
now they're ant bites. Last week there were spider bites that were going to kill him.
Ant, spider, same thing.
So swollen his hand.
Yeah, my foot was bad. Are you kidding me?
Your foot now?
Oh my
I'm telling you.
I know it was his hand last week.
It was his hand, right? Now he's saying it's his foot?
I got like 8 of them on my
Sorry,
hand.
Sarah, we're making you deal with this.
Sarah, you can just deal with it. It's fine. I mean, my life's important, Sarah. I had a priest and a rabbi.
That's why I'm just listening.
All right, Sarah, let's get back to you. It's your birthday. You got something that you're going to really, is there anything on a list of your birthday that you want to do?
Yes. So today I'm probably going to do Red Lobster.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'm probably going to do IHOP, go to Cheesecake Factory.
Awesome. So you got it all lined up, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and thanks for the tips on the birthday free stuff at restaurants.
Yes.
I just signed up for IHOP and Baskin Robbins.
I was going to say, yeah, look into it. There's more. There was a whole article USA Today, so look at it. There's a bunch of stuff.
Okay, well, Cheesecake Factory, I get a free slice, and then at I already have Red Lobster on my email for a free dessert there too. So that's why that's in the list.
All right. Well, we hope you have a very nice birthday and 100 more. And we always appreciate your call, and we enjoy your calls. Do you have anything that Dominic should do in Vegas? Do you think he should get a hooker? He's a little reluctant. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't think he should get a hooker. Not if he.
That's just you, Greek.
I know. I don't either. Greek's the one who's pressuring him to get a hooker.
I'm just trying to help you, bro. I figure I'd give you a couple $100.
Which is still illegal.
I'll just take the couple $100, Greek.
It's not illegal
in Vegas.
Yes.
No, there's real prostitution houses there. Really?
Yeah, but I thought it was outside of Vegas.
Oh yeah, it is. But
so it's illegal. Oh my god.
Trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah, right?
I'll take the cash.
All right, I'll give you the cash. Get me a hat. I'm trying to help you. I mean, come on. You're in Vegas. You got to grab
Not
a piece
everybody
of.
what's hookers, G-Man.
All right, whatever. Just trying to help the economy. Election's coming up.
Economy?
Listen, Sarah.
And take the cash and find a show you want to go to.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe you go see like a very interesting water show or something like that, Le Cirque or something like that. Yeah, that's great. Spend $300 on that instead of getting a piece of ass. I would never talk to you again. What else you got, Sarah?
I was not suggesting a water show.
What type of water show was he suggesting?
I don't know.
How about that magic guy? What's his name? Angel?
Chris Angel, yeah, he's there.
He's good. I did see his show. He was pretty impressive.
The Blue Man Group is there.
Yeah, I don't like them.
If Absinthe is there, go see Absinthe. It's
Okay.
incredible. If it's still running, it's like a circus, but it's like a very adult circus.
You know, you should
Funny,
try.
crude. Yeah, it's good, sexy.
Right across the street from the stadium is the In-N-Out Burger.
Oh.
Try that. I mean, it really is great. I mean,
I have a
Franny's.
feeling you've had In-N-Out before, right?
Yeah, I've had it.
Have you? Mm-hmm. Do you think it was as good as they rave about?
It's all right. It's just like Five Guys to me. It's just,
I've never understood the way people rave about that, like 10,000 or sex. Like, I've heard people like, oh, this kid the other day, In-N-Out Burger, Greek. Oh, my God. I'm like, dude, are you in, what do you want? Like NyQuil? It's a freaking hamburger. He was going crazy for it. He was like, oh, when I go to Vegas, I got to go there. I'm like, oh, my God. Just go to Five Guys or something like that. But the stars love it, too. I mean, they do. They give it a lot of press. Sarah, have you ever had an In-N-Out Burger?
Yes, I'm from California, remember?
Okay, well, I didn't remember. But I can't remember anything.
Of course not.
What'd you think of it? How do you rate it?
I mean, it's good, but I probably think Five Guys is better.
But wouldn't you agree that when people talk about it,
Recently.
at least the people I've seen, they go crazy for it. Like, they're like, you're in Vegas, one of the best places in the world for food and so many different things, and that's where you want to go? Ooh, it's crazy.
Yeah, if you're going to try something food-wise, I would suggest going to, the last time I was in Vegas, I went to Gordon Ramsay's burger restaurant.
How was that?
And had a delicious burger.
Cool.
It was good. It was good.
Have you ever been, is this the first time in Vegas or no?
No.
Okay, have you ever been to the mall at Caesars?
Mm-mm.
That's cool. The sky is blue, and it's got all stores, cobblestone streets. That's unique. You could just walk in there and hang out. There's no money. You just check out all the stores. That's something cool. And a lot of girls are in there shopping. Sarah.
I did all the rides. I did the Stratosphere, and I did the there's an indoor amusement park. I did all the roller coasters in there.
Wow, I could never do that.
So that was a lot of fun too. Yeah.
I'm not a big ride guy.
Of course, I
at
ate
parks.
after. I didn't eat before I went.
Not he's got his hands in his head. All right, Sarah, we're gonna run. Great talking to you. Enjoy your birthday, and God bless.
Yeah, happy birthday week, Sarah.
I will. I'll probably call you guys again because I'm off until Thursday. So.
Oh, that sounds sweet. Awesome. Great. We'll be here. Hopefully. You never know.
Bye, Penthouse.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah. 877-927-6969. Dolphins played yesterday, and they won 17-10. 2017, excuse me, in the last seconds. What do you think of their performance? Also, Tyreek Hill gets held up for a little while, but then gets to the game. What do you think? We'll hear about that. Jets and the Niners. That's going to be exciting. Dominic going to Vegas. Question of the day, should he get a girl? Most people are saying no, you shouldn't do it.
So somebody who got mistaken for an employee that didn't work there, 47142, Greek had mentioned that earlier, they mentioned, and you have to start off if you want to send us a text with Real Radio. That's how we receive them. Says, I'm an IT manager, so I always wear a solid color polo shirt and khakis to work. I make many stops at the Apple Store, Best Buy, and other electronic stores. Almost every single time someone comes up to me and starts asking questions about products, and every single time I give them completely nonsensical answers and tell them how great their choice is. For example, when asked which wireless mouse some guy should get, I pointed to a random box and said, get this one. It has the highest number of gear settings, and it's also much easier to shift than the others. He took the box and headed to go pay for it. Didn't even look or whatever. He's like, all right, this guy definitely knows what he's talking about.
We're definitely sheep. Just like, oh, yeah, it sounds great.
That's fun.
That is awesome. Let us know if you were ever mistaken to work someplace, or maybe somebody famous you didn't recognize or didn't know, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, my God. My buddy sat next to one of the gentlemen that was in the U.S. Open in a restaurant a couple nights before the big final, and then he was like, oh, my God. Put on TV, and he said, that's him. But that could happen. I mean, it's one of those unusual situations where things just happen. We were talking about Guy Fieri, who was at a Stallone party, and he was hanging out, and the woman who was, like, I guess the top caterer thought he was a bartender. And he had, like, and Guy wears some crazy things. You know, his outfits. He's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not familiar, I understand, but I feel like he's got such a unique look to him that he's one of those celebrities that you would just definitely, with the hair and everything.
Yeah, I would think so, but you never know. She didn't know, and she just said, hey, lose your jacket and get behind the bar. And he was, funny story, and he was just like, oh, God. I'm sure after that, they went up to her and said, hey, by the way, you know who that is? But it was Stallone's house, and it was a private party, and I'm sure there was a couple hundred people. But it does happen. I mean, he played it as a good sport. He should have went back there, made a drink, and got a tip, and then walked out and then later meet her. It is the Penthouse on a Monday, having a good time as always. Appreciate you guys. Greeks, good on this week. We'll give you plenty of knowledge and plenty of information. But we're at Strikes on Thursday, sitting outside in the patio. When you're going to watch a game, I got to tell you, I can't think of a better place than Strike Cigar Lounge. If you're ever in the area in Boca, stop down. We were down there last night. The weather was awesome, and it's only going to get better. And Greek's Gridiron, we're excited again to be back there, and also the Crazy Horse. It's Francis, Greek, and Dominic counting the hours down to Vegas and his Dana White sit-down. Ooh, what are you going to ask Dana? What's your first question? What do you say to him?
I don't know.
Hey, Dana, so when's the last time you talked to Greek? That's what you should say. Then the conversation will flow. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Monday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
Let's work in Big Al, who has a dispatch about the Chimp Crazy show.
Sean, it is sad. Call me a wussy if you want, but at least I have a heart and I don't laugh at my girlfriend when she cries. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thanks,
right,
wussy.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Stream only on Hulu.
Get tickets while you still can now at AXS.com.
This year, you can be there to witness all of the incredible once-in-a-lifetime performances live and in person. Buy your iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets now, starting at just $55 plus taxes and fees at AXS.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Delray, serious accident still lingering with delays. Atlantic Avenue between 2nd Ave and 3rd Ave. Expressways look good and up to speed. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your ride today. That's traffic on Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's in Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace.
Come on out to our first Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season at Captain Hiram's this Thursday as Miami takes on Buffalo. Great food and drink specials, including $2 Miller Lite drafts Monday and Thursday from 7 p.m. till close, and Sundays from noon till close. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Miami game versus Tennessee. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Captain Hiram's Resort, 1580 US 1 in Sebastian. See you there.
Racetrack coffee is bean to cup. The fresh ground taste is gonna pick you up. Different choices with lots of flavor.
Yeah, that tracks. Customize your blend, creamers, and toppings to make your coffee a guaranteed hit.
You're making your cup the way you know it should. Racetrack coffee, it's crazy good.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
When I say Mo Better Garage has the largest selection of garage doors, it doesn't mean a warehouse full of crappy old doors we're trying to unload. We don't just go to the stockroom and grab something off the shelf that sort of fits. You're not buying a polyester suit off the rack over here. If we're going to help you find a gorgeous modern garage door that complements the architecture of your home, I think you deserve better than just a large, medium, or small. At Mo Better Garage, our direct supplier relationships with the best manufacturers means every garage door we install is actually a custom job. Our technicians measure your home precisely to manufacture a door exactly for your space. And we work with you to pick the color, design, and materials to get you the door that's perfect for you. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Custom nice.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach. You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Streets. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll remember music icon Johnny Cash, 21 years after his passing. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Monday. We're going to see some thunderstorms moving across the area as well. A lot of moisture in place. That could also lead to some heavy downpours at times and localized flooding. That's our biggest threat out there for today. Also hot and humid. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100 though when you factor in the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
It's the political heavyweight event.
We like a good fight.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump.
Here, we're going to have some fun, right?
Lace their purple gloves and go for the knockout punch.
You know, when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for.
Which candidate will deliver?
I look forward to that debate.
Listen tomorrow night right here or on iHeart's 24/7 News channel. Just search Debate on the free iHeartRadio app.
The Greek Trifecta is sponsored by the Crazy Horse Saloon.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope every day you start off listening to Rover and his crew. Always gets you out of the gate fast and strong. Jimmy's on vacation, but we got the kid. We got Dominic in the house on his counting the hours to Vegas. What's up, Dom?
Hey there.
Hey there, what? How about hey there, Fred?
That's everyone.
Fine.
That's for everyone.
Oh, that's for everybody.
Yep.
The audience?
Oh, my goodness.
Everyone.
All right, I want
It's never
you...
good enough. It's never.
It's good enough. It's always good enough. I'm trying to teach him for the future.
Okay.
It's not about today. It's about tomorrow and his career growing and growing.
What do you
My
want him
career's growing here.
What do you want him to say?
Oh, you could be in worse spots, bro. I mean, you're going to Vegas
What
in
do you
4
want the
days.
kid to say?
Isn't that's part of your career, part of your job, right?
I mean, I kind of built up my own, but sure.
Would you be able to go, though, if you were an iHeart employee?
That's the only tag to it.
Oh,
but
it's
I
a
mean,
big tag. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? It's like paying a toll at a bridge. Oh,
they're not paying me to go there, though.
yeah, well, what do you expect? You're still going there. I think that's awesome, buddy. I'm so excited for you. I wish I was going.
You should.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Franny's here.
You can.
Franny's here.
What's going on?
I actually am working on a Vegas trip for us, but I got to give Franny like 48 hours notice before I end
need
up.
more than 48 hours.
Yeah, she's like got a trip planned for this weekend probably already.
Well, no, I actually don't. I'm going to be in town this weekend.
Oh.
And next week I'm going to Orlando, but that's for work, broadcasting live.
Oh, that's right. I forget you're on the Gator, so I do have to
Yeah,
ask
I do
you.
that in the morning.
Yeah, maybe you won't be able to come.
Yeah, you forgot. I get sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I got another gig.
No, that sucks. All right, we'll figure it out. If you can't go, we'll text. It's time to do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, U.S. Open last night. That was it. It was the finals, and Taylor Swift was there with Kelsey. Man, people were going crazy for them even there. Taylor Swift, part of the NFL right now. I wonder if she's going to be calling any plays. Some people more people love her than hate her, it seems like. But, man, she does. Wherever she goes, it is crazy. They were at a couple of restaurants in New York. I'm sure everybody went crazy. And those places will not be the same going forward because they'll be super, super packed. I know they went to a hamburger place last night. I think Friday night they got some pizza. Kelsey hanging out. Chiefs are 1-0, doing good. Yesterday was the first week in the NFL. Pittsburgh Steelers, here's something unique. They won the game 18-10, did not score a touchdown. Their field goal kicker kicked 6 of them. Unbelievable. And how about the Cowboys kicker yesterday? Talk about getting Benny Hanna. He hit a 66-yarder, and they called timeout. Did you see that? Oh, my God. That would have been the record. Now, when he goes over the sideline, he says something to the coach, like, what the are you doing? Are you kidding me?
You're icing me? What are you doing?
Yeah. But again, NFL almost done tomorrow night. Tonight it is the Jets and Niners. Big Monday night game. Can Mr. Rogers find the big neighborhood and step up? Jet fans will be going crazy if they ever pull up an upset. But I think the Niners would just have a little bit too much for the Jets tonight. Jets are not supposed to win this game, but you never know what could happen. Also in college football, Texas smacked Michigan in the big house. That was Saturday. Big win for Texas. But the biggest surprise of the day in college football was Notre Dame losing to Northern Illinois. The Wolfpack, man, they were 28-point favorite, and they lost outright. If you had Notre Dame and you were laying 28, the good thing is in third quarter you knew you were getting your ass kicked. And that is your trifecta. Dom, who do we have?
We have Anthony.
Anthony.
Hey, what's up, pal? How's everybody doing?
Doing good, buddy. What's up?
So this girl that works with my girl, she's like 26. Never placed a bet before a day in her life. Saturday night, one of her friends convinced her to download the Hard Rock app. She did the $100, right? Get the, in case you lose, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Get the $100 back. She put a parlay together with $100.
Mm-hmm.
Put the Texans, the Vikings, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Browns, the Saints. The last leg was the Patriots. $100 turned into 10 grand.
Wow. What was it, 18 parlay?
Yeah,
Did she bet the point spread or money line?
money line, all of them.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Good for her.
Congratulations. God bless. That's nice. Now, is she going to spend any of her money on you, Anthony?
That's not my girl. No, it's somebody else. Someone she works with.
Oh.
Your girlfriend, somebody your girlfriend works with, right?
Yeah.
Well,
First thing I said came out of my mouth, I was like, good for you.
Great. That's awesome. That is awesome. Great. $100. Wow. And she won 10 grand. That is such a nice feeling.
Yeah, the Patriots did all the work. That was
Oh, yeah. Patriots. She's got big stones. My buddy went down there one night with his wife, and she bet an 18 parlay WNBA. Didn't know anything, and she hit. And they won like $100, and she just went zigzag, like back and forth against the point spread. She won. I mean,
and
just crazy.
She told her she did zigzag. She didn't know what she was doing. She thought she was gonna get the $100 back. You know, she thought it was a loser to begin with. You know, that's how it is sometimes. Try to do that again, and it never happened.
No, I always said you better be lucky than good in everything in life.
How'd you do in the circa?
We did okay. I think we went 3-2, to be honest with you. So it wasn't bad. We had a chance to go 4-1. The one that we ended up losing was the Rams last night, who should have covered that game, but should-haves don't matter. It's at the end of the day who wins and loses. They were in the red zone more time than I'm at the Wynn Casino, and they couldn't score. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had the Lions last night. The crazy game of the day was the freaking Tennessee with that amount of turnovers. That I couldn't believe it. We were talking about Saturday how good Will Levis is. He just kept giving that ball away.
Yeah, the Bears got lucky. They only had like 150 yards in offense, and but they blocked the punt. They ran back a kick interception. Again, at the end of the day, look at the scoreboard. It's either an F final or F, the word I can't say on the radio. It's either way.
Gee, why don't you set up Dominic with your buddy over there and have him go to the biggest strip club ever?
With Brad? With Brady? Yeah, he's Dominic's not really a big strip club guy. He really is not. He's not that scene. And when I kid when I tell him to go and find a girl, I'm kidding. I want him to just have a good time, stop by a local soup kitchen, and help some local people right by the Spear. So I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, let him go in one of those pools.
Yeah, go up there. No, that big strip club is unbelievable.
What's the name of it?
Oh, man, I can't think of the name off the top of my head. It's the biggest one. Is
it new?
No, it's been there for years. But my good friend Brady actually met his wife there. They're divorced now, but she was a nice piece of ass.
What do you like tonight?
Man, it's too close to call. I'm going to just enjoy the game with my friends. I think it's going to be a great game. I mean, if it was Deer Hunter, gun to my head, I go with the Niners.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just think the Jets are going to do it. The strip club's called Sapphire.
Yep, you're right.
Sapphires, okay.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's like as big as a city. It's crazy. I think they have like 400 girls a night.
And they have two swimming pools.
Yeah, they do. They have 2 swimming pools.
Damn.
Yeah, Brady's cool. Good guy, a good friend of mine. We just re-hooked up after years. He was out in Vegas. He just came back here. He's joined the show a couple times where Franny's been out, and real nice guy. But, yeah, that's where he met his wife out there. And she was a very nice girl. Very smart. I think she was a Gemini.
Dominic, do you know how to swim?
Yes.
Do you know how to swim? I don't think that's going to be important, but he does want to do it. Anthony, who do you like tonight, real quick?
Jets. Go Jets. Go Jets. Let me give you. No, Jets and the points, of course. Don't take the money line.
No.
Yeah, Jets and the points. It's 4.5 right now, right? So just get 4 to stay safe, and then one more thing. Let me give you your roses for the Longhorns.
Give you what?
Your roses for the Longhorns.
Oh, a rosary? All right, cool. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, I was all over Texas. Yeah.
No. Let me give you your roses for the Texas.
Your roses for the Longhorns.
Oh, yeah, I said I was all over Texas.
Yeah, I got to give you that. Shout out G.
All right, brother. Stay out of trouble.
Go Jets.
Peace. Franny, what are the happiest college students? I know you had something like that. I think a happy college student is somebody who's just not working. His parents are paying for tuition and just hanging out and enjoying each other.
I don't know if that's exactly why they're enjoying colleges so much, but they did. There's always studies and surveys that are done, and they're talking about the most happy students, the happiest students in colleges, and this is what they found out here. And so we have, of course, study habits, work ethic make a big difference in how well college students do in terms of their grades, but those aren't the only factors that matter when it comes to overall success at a school. According to a recent Gallup poll, emotional stress is the number one reason college students have considered dropping out, which I totally get, right? Mm-hmm. They said, while there are all kinds of reasons a student may be unhappy at a college that have nothing to do with their schools, it's a good sign for prospective students if those currently attending are enjoying being there, right? Mm-hmm. So a new report reveals U.S. colleges with the happiest students for 2025 and the colleges with the happiest. I'll let you know what they look. So this is a Princeton review, ranked colleges based on how strongly students agree with the statement. Okay. I am happy at my school is a statement, right?
Okay.
And they said that here, some of the big names of the school that got number one. So I'll let you guess who went there. Charles Barkley, Octavia Spencer, Apple CEO Tim Cook.
Auburn.
Mm-hmm. Auburn University, number one for the happiest students. And these are the top 10 colleges that we have here. This one, number 10, Angelo State University. That's San Angelo, Texas. Number 9, Emory University. That's in Atlanta. We have Marist College, Poughkeepsie, New York. Washington State University at number 7. That's in Pullman, Washington. Texas Christian University, TCU, Fort Worth, Texas. Thomas, am I saying this? Aquinas College? Am I saying that right?
Never heard of it.
Santa Paula, California. University of Dallas, Irving, Texas. Taylor University. So some of these are schools that aren't that big that we've heard of. Taylor University, Upland, Indiana. Kansas State University, Manhattan, Kansas. And then finally, number 1 is Auburn University. And they asked all the universities, and that was the statement that they had them put out there, that I am happy at my school. And so you got your top 10 there.
I thought it'd be bigger schools.
Yep.
Like USC, Notre Dame, stuff like that. Big schools. Texas was there, but, Michigan, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The small ones.
But yeah, they're not.
That's pretty big. And most colleges, I would think, are happy. Like you said, the stress level and everything like that. But again, at that age, you should be just enjoying life and hanging out. I don't know, but everybody's different. Everybody has different thoughts about it. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the show. You can always call us. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Those are the other way you can get involved with us. No email today because Jimmy's on vacation. He'll be back with us later in the week, but we're lucky enough to get Dominic. If you have a suggestion of what Dominic should do in Vegas for the next couple of days. Now, you're going Friday, and you come back when, Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a quick turnaround, though.
Yeah, I got to come back from work,
No, I know. Priorities, baby. You got to make the donuts. I get it.
It's got to be a quick trip just to do something that you want to do. 47142 started off with Real Radio. G is nuts. In-N-Out Burger is hands down the best. They said Five Guys doesn't compare with me. It's all right. So there's an opinion there we got there. And then we have Franny, Florida Fun Facts. All right, we got some Florida Fun Facts coming in the text line. Yeehaw Junction was originally called Jackass Crossing. It was changed when the turnpike opened in 1957. There's a number 2 here. There are no dinosaur fossils in Florida. Okay, interesting. Florida is the fattest, not with an F, not PH, state in the country. Huh. We're getting all these texts from text line 47142. I don't know if they're accurate. I'm just reading them. Cedar Key is known for having the best crab chowder in the country, voted by Gourmet Magazine. Number 5 here. Florida has a radio talk show where the hot co-host slogan is "Push, push in my bush." That's actually a fact. Just kidding. 47142. Bo Jackson went to Auburn too.
Yes, he did. But we didn't say he didn't go.
No, I guess they were just putting it out there.
Oh, yeah. Bo Jackson went to Auburn. Yep.
Yeah. So it wasn't on the list of what I had on there.
Okay.
Cam Newton, too, right?
Cam Newton, yep. Cam Newton. He started with the Gators, and then he ended up
Crazy Gators back then.
Crazy Gators. And then he went to a small school for a year, and then he went to Auburn and helped them win the national title, which was very unique for Auburn at that time. And they beat Alabama, the whole thing. He had a great career at Auburn. He really Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, you can't get any better than that. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved. You can also text us. Franny reads them all the time. Real Radio, 87. What is it? Real Radio?
No, 47142 started off with Real Radio, and you can add on to this. We can talk about this here too, and that is including the greatest drummers of all time. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Study finds, which is a website that I frequent quite often where you can find all these different studies, and they let arguments begin. And this one is one where they go out there and they ask the public, what do you think? So this has a bunch of people going back and forth, but they finally dwindled it down to 5 of the greatest drummers of all time. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Who would you put in your top 5?
Well, let's try to guess who's in there.
Okay.
Ringo Starr?
Nope.
Phil Collins?
Nope. And that's funny they say that because they said you could argue that those two to make the list among the others, but actually they're not on the top 5.
Tommy Lee?
Nope.
Buddy Rich?
Buddy Rich, number 3.
Okay.
Is there Danny Carey on there?
Nope.
No. He's from the band Tool.
Not on there.
How about Kardashian's husband?
Travis Barker? Nope.
He's not on there?
Mm-mm.
Just trying to think of names that people would know. Tommy Lee's not on
So
there?
that's what I'm saying. Add yours to this. If you're like, what? Why are they on here?
Buddy Rich made it.
47142 started off with Real Radio. Who would you put on your list? Stuart Copeland, Police, number 5.
Okay.
They said he brought a unique blend of punk, reggae, jazz influence to his drumming. They said his style combines all of those things. And they said a little Latin punk rock, which gave him this unique rhythmic sound, is who they have on here at number 5. Keith Moon, they have number 4 from The Who.
From The Who, yep.
Known for his wild and unconventional drumming style. He's a showman on stage, and his explosive playing helped define the sound of Who. So we have him at number 4. And these were people who voted, and they finally found the top 5. If you don't agree, let us know. Let's see. At number 3, G-Man mentioned Buddy Rich, jazz drummer, widely regarded as one of the best in the world. We have at number 2, Neil Peart, Rush, late drummer of the Canadian rock band Rush. They said was known for his technical skill and complex drumming patterns. He was also a prolific lyricist and considered one of the greatest drummers in rock history. And then finally, number 1. Want to try to guess?
Trying to think. Charlie Watts?
Nope.
Oh, man. Dom, you got any guesses?
Based off how this list is, I don't think my guesses are.
Well, you want to tell us what era?
70s, 80s.
70s, 80s. Draw a blank. Who was it?
See if you can guess. 47142. Started off with Real Radio. I'm just kidding. I know you won't guess it all time.
Oh, man. How about the drummer for Springsteen?
No. So let's like early 70s go on here. I'll tell you the band. Do you know the name of the drummer? Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I forget his name. I was going to say Don Henley, too, from the Eagles. Because everybody raves about him. And Phil Collins is like, I don't know the drummer.
John Bonham made number 1 on this list.
All right.
They said powerful, innovative drumming style set the standard for rock drummers for decades to come. They said Bonzo, as he was affectionately known, was renowned for his fast, loud, and heavy drum sound together with an incredible kick drum play. He was the powerhouse that underpinned the heavy metal sound, but his playing was much more intricate than that. And that's why they say that he is still seen as the world's best ever drummer. So do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know. Who would you put in the top 5? 47142. Started off with Real Radio.
I mean, those are great, just like sports. And now, you put your top 5. You could argue with that every single day for hours, depending on your passion for a certain individual or group. But to say who's the best, that's this guy's top 5.
Yeah.
Sports does the same thing. And you see people arguing about it all the time.
So somebody did, let's see, put Neil on there. Our girl Sarah B texted in. She said I would put Phil Collins. And I like this Sheila E. on her list.
Oh, Sheila E.
Uh-huh. And that's what we got so far. Somebody else says, my ex had horrible crab soup. Thank God Nutter's wife has a good soup.
Oh, God.
Steve in Boca.
Steve in Boca never gets old.
It's been a while, Steve.
It's been a while. But he goes back in and drops a nice one on us. You guys get involved with the Penthouse by calling us, 877-927-6969. NFL first week almost in the books tonight. Biggest shocker of the week was the Patriots beating Cincinnati. I think that was the biggest one out of everything else. Everything else you weren't too surprised when you saw some of the games were closer than you thought. You might have thought some of the games didn't end up like they should have. But Buffalo Bills did sneak out a win against Arizona. That was tough. They were losing for a while.
Yeah,
And
they were losing big. They were losing, 14 points at least at one point?
Yeah, they were. I know Dolphin fans were licking their chops because you know what? I know it's game one, but still, if you can get a loss for them over an opponent that they should beat and that they're home, Buffalo, that would have been sweet. Next week, Buffalo's here. Not next week. This week, Thursday. Buffalo Bills, Thursday Night Football against the Dolphins. 4-day turnaround. That is quick for these guys, especially if anybody got banged up yesterday when they were playing. So we'll see what happens. That's at Hard Rock Stadium. I think you can still get tickets if you go online to the Dolphins website and check it out, whatever you want. You can always buy them on the secondhand market, but they're a lot more money. Who the hell wants that? You give us a call at 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. Franny will read them momentarily as we get them. We got a lot going on, but we try to get every single one that you guys text us. We bring it up, and we go back and forth with it.
Well, I don't want to say every single one. That would be a lie. Because there's some I just can't read.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
she can't read them. That's not on us. That's on what you guys are writing.
Yeah.
So clean it up a little. I mean, that's what you got to do. Put some soap on it and make sure you take it because, she can't read everything. And remember, it is a radio show. There are certain barometers we have to stay within. Franny, we got some stories coming back at 1 o'clock about the Florida. What is in the red zone?
About the Florida, all kinds of stuff, and including the one I forgot to bring up last time, but I will let you know where a dude was hiding, and I teased it, and I bring it up. And then we have a woman who drove off with something underneath her car. It wasn't a person, but I don't know how the heck she did this. And then we also have an incident that happened right here in Florida where a woman stole a bird. I'll let you know those details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Download the app and then take us anywhere. Except maybe there. Get it from your app store. Search for iHeartRadio. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
95 is up to speed, accident-free, traveling the Turnpike. Expressways look good on the Monday drive. We do have a serious accident in Delray, Slow Atlantic Avenue between 2nd Ave and 3rd Ave. That's traffic. I'm Dewey Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
All right, South Florida, if you're wanting to sell your car, this is easy. Hey, it's Franny. Do you want the most for your used car? Of course you do. Do you want a hassle-free process? Yes. Do you want to work with America's best car buyer? I would say so. That's GimmeTheVin.com. GimmeTheVin.com will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your used car right now at GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back, stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right, enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit DiamondsDirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
High five! Up top! Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 9/22/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Wait. Skechers put the S in comfort?
Yes, comfort you have to feel to believe. Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Let me try. Okay, I'm just stepping in and... Oh, wow. Skechers put the S in comfort.
Duh. We told you.
Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed
EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Monday. We're going to see some thunderstorms moving across the area as well. A lot of moisture in place. That could also lead to some heavy downpours at times and localized flooding. That's our biggest threat out there for today. Also hot and humid. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100, though, when you factor in the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. Hope you guys are having a good day and had a good weekend. And you're ready to kick it into full gear. Now we are starting to get ready. Before you know it, it'll be trick-or-treat time. But it is football time, which is the good thing. Jimmy's on vacation. Dominic is here.
Hey there.
Francis is here.
What is up?
And it's time to go back to Franny for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Alrighty, well, we'll start with the woman who stole a very expensive bird from a store in Oldsmar. So Griselle Nistel is her name and was arrested for grand theft because this bird was pricey. They said that this happened over the weekend. An exotic bird worth over $2,400. So she went in. Was there. It was Oldsmar Flea Market. They have a little pet store called Everything Birds. And she was checking out this black-headed, I don't know if I'm saying it right, KK, something like that. And the sheriff said that she's seen on surveillance video, petting it, because it's in a container where guests can actually pet and interact with the animal. They might want to change that cage and container after this.
Yeah, they might.
Yes. So they see her like petting it, and finally she just snatches it and stuffs it in her purse and then left. Well, they went on, the owner of Everything Birds went on to the Facebook, posted the video, and says, if anybody knows this woman, let us know. Well, people did. And a few people messaged them on their social media, identified Griselle. They said that they were detectives able to contact her at her home. She agreed to return the bird. and was taken into custody. They said that the bird was returned to the owner and is in good health. And the reason why is that they said that this was a baby. It wasn't an adult bird, and it was on a hand feeding schedule, needed certain kind of medication. So thank goodness they had this bird back, because Grissel probably had no idea what to do with this bird. Then next up in your What the Florida, there is a Florida woman who got in an accident. Now, this happened early yesterday morning. Now, not the weird thing, that happened, but she had a motorcycle wedged under her SUV.
Huh.
Yes, that's what happened. She is facing charges after leaving a motorcyclist seriously injured at the scene of the crash and then fleeing with his bike still wedged under her SUV.
Crazy.
Yeah, so hit and run. Rebecca Tate and the motorcyclist were involved in a collision. She took off, was later seen on surveillance footage trying to get the motorcycle out from under her SUV. Thank goodness the victim, he will be okay, but did still suffer broken bones and other injuries. So a woman who claims to be the victim's mother posted on the West Melbourne Police Department's Facebook page, because they talked about this. She's like, I am the victim's mother, and I couldn't care less what her circumstances were. She left my son to die in the middle of the road. She has been caught on video tampering with evidence and trying to hide. And that's what she was doing. She was trying to get rid of that motorcycle that was wedged underneath her car. My son was in the ICU on a ventilator. It'll take 6 months to a year for him to walk normally again. If he ever does, I have zero sympathy for this woman, and I look forward to seeing her pay for what she did. And I am with you on that. So, terrible situation, but I am glad they did catch her. And then talking about catching somebody, a man who attempted to evade arrest was found somewhere. And this reminds me of a story I told you in my house where one of my neighbors across the street told me that somebody who used to live there, the house was, the SWAT team came in and they found him in this area. And that is the attic, a very tiny spot. So, yeah, Michael Allison thought he could hide from deputies in his home. According to deputies, he was wanted on felony violation of probation warrant for unlawful possession of a controlled substance and driving with a suspended license. So they saw Allison enter his home, knocked on the door and windows, announcing themselves and why they were at the home. After knocking multiple times, they were like, you know what, screw it. We're going to enter the home because he's clearly not going to answer the door for us. So looking around, they're like, all right, he didn't leave the house. We know that for a fact. They checked closets. They checked under beds, wherever they did. And finally, they looked up and you're like, you know what? Let's check the attic. And that's exactly what they did. So after looking around, deputies learned that he was hiding in the attic. They told him to come down. He eventually did, but it took him 30 minutes. And the only reason why he did is because it was so damn hot. He was extremely dehydrated. He was like dying up there. That's why they said after 30 minutes, extremely dehydrated. He was so dehydrated that when they arrested him, they had to take him to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Before they took him to the county jail.
Wow.
Yep, I love it. So this guy decided to try and hide in the attic during a Florida summer. If you're a criminal in Florida, there's nowhere to hide, they said. This is Sheriff Staley. I hope he enjoyed his attic sauna, but now he's in the Green Roof Inn, is what they call the jail over there in Flagler County. And he says, I commend our deputies for taking him out of a hot attic peacefully before he hurt himself in the heat. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Can't thank you guys enough. If you want to get involved with the show, give us a call at 877-927-6969. That's one way you guys can get involved with the show. You can also text us, First Pin and Real Radio, 47142. Those are the ways you guys can get involved. Greeks Gridiron this week will be at Strikes on Thursday, not Friday. Special edition Thursday because the Dolphins are home that night against the Bills and because Dominic's going to Vegas. He went to management. He said, hey, it's got to be Thursday. And they're like, all right, we're not going to argue here.
Take it or leave it.
That's it. Tom Brady was making his debut yesterday. If you had any opinion on that, let us know. I thought he did an okay job. Looked sharp. His commercials were better, though. Dom, you said the same thing.
Yep.
They were pretty cool. He was like a flight attendant. That was the one I saw. And then there was another.
Catch any of them.
Oh, that was funny. It was one with Edelman. And then there was another one where all the haters were like saying to him, "Why are you coming back?" and stuff like that. Was there a third one, or did I miss?
No, I think that you were talking about the same one I saw.
Yeah, and they were showing him sitting at his desk, and then he goes, "Okay, I'm back to work." One thing with Brady you don't realize because you watch him for years how tall he is. My buddies got to meet him a while ago, and he's like 6'4", 6'5". He's a big guy. Even when
legit 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah. No, he is. He's like 6'4", 6'5". My friends were like, man, he towers over it. He'd never seen that tall on TV, like when he was playing ball. But he's very tall. Even in the booth yesterday when they showed him with, his co-host and everything like that, he looked very big. But yeah, I thought he did an okay job. Don't think he's worth $35 million. I don't think anybody is, but I guess Vox does, and they went with him. Did you hear any of his broadcasts?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
There, of course, because of his first day, there wasn't much character in it.
Yeah.
Like, just to say, the first day Romo went on there,
Yeah.
Tony Romo, he was calling stuff left and right, this is about to happen, just trying to inform the audience where, Tom was slowly trying to get into that.
Yeah, and again, it's going to take time. He's new on the team. Also, it wasn't a great game. Dallas crushed the Browns from the very beginning, so there wasn't really like, what am I going to get into? But if you have an opinion, let us know. Tom Brady made his debut. People were waiting for it. He was on Fox. He's the number one staff, and he's going to be on all the premier games throughout the season in the NFL. And would you watch a game because somebody's announcing? My answer is no, but maybe you guys can text us or tell us if there was a certain broadcaster you want to hear. Let us know. You can call us. Franny, I know there's a list for the holidays, and it is, I believe, the best time to travel. But before we get into that, I'm going to tell you a story about a Virginia guy who gave his son $1 million lottery ticket for a wedding anniversary. For his wedding, excuse me. This guy's from Virginia.
Was it a gift for his wedding?
Yeah, it was a gift for his wedding. He had the winning ticket, and he gave his son and his future bride the ticket. Now, they're not officially married, so I don't know the rules or laws in Virginia, if he has to split that, if they get married and get divorced. But the father said, I'll do anything to get him out of my basement. So he gave him $1 million lottery. That's amazing, isn't it? Woo.
But his dad knew it was worth $1 million, or he just gave him the lottery ticket and it happened to be worth $1 million?
It was, he won it already.
The dad already knew, and he was like, here, take my winning ticket.
Yeah, somebody was telling
nice.
me. Yeah, somebody was telling me about this last night when I was out and about, and they gave it to him. And he gave it to him and his future wife, whatever. But that's amazing. He won it, and he said, here's the ticket.
I mean, well, he might have after he got that, he might have put together a prenup.
He might have been like, I got to be out. Prenups are always interesting. There's always one who doesn't want it. There's always one who brings it up because they got a little bit more cash. And I've seen marriages get delayed. People go south over it. I mean, it just really questions the whole thing of love, because if you love somebody, it shouldn't matter whether you have a dime or 10 million, but it does matter to a lot of people. And if somebody wanted me to, if I ever got married again, somebody said, I got all this money, I want you to sign, I'd be like, here, let me sign. I don't want your money. I don't care. But man, it definitely can change a conversation just like that.
I do have a couple texts, and we will get into some of that holiday talk that G-Man was talking about. But we mentioned there was a study that was trying to figure out the top 5 drummers of all time. So we got one more suggestion in here, and it says best drummer ever was Animal from Sesame Street. So
okay.
There you go.
There we go.
I didn't think about him, but I guess I always want your opinion.
Yes, always participate. That's the way to do so. So yes, the holiday shopping, for travel, shopping, all that things, people are getting into it. And they say this is the best time to travel, or to actually go and book your travel. And I'll talk about people who are already shopping for Christmas.
Crazy.
I know it is.
Christmas.
Yeah, for
Jeez.
Christmas.
Wow.
People have already started Christmas shopping. I know people who do it throughout the year. Not like but if they find something and it could be in May or whatever, and they're just like, you know what, this would be great for Christmas, and they store it in a closet. I know my mother-in-law is somebody like that.
Yeah, a lot of people like that. It's done.
Just find little things, and by the
Drives,
time
of course,
by the
the year.
time the holidays is here, they're like, oh, I'm done. Look at there.
Yeah.
They just do it throughout the year.
Or you forget you bought everything, leave it in a closet, and you just go shopping again. You're like, oh my God, I already bought this. Crazy.
So if you have started, let us know. I'm curious. But yeah, Google tips for the best time to book holiday travel. And in fact, I should really look up on these tips too, because we were doing some research, my sister and I, for the holidays, and everything was so expensive. But yes, Google Flights analyzed 4 years of data from the top 4,000 U.S. markets to determine the best time to book airfare for those high-demand holidays. So on here, they say flight prices change daily, so it can be hard to know when prices will be at their lowest, but it does show it's best to book further in advance, which
Always
I
so.
understand.
Traditionally, they always tell you that.
Yes, they do.
The closer you're going to book to your,
If you need a specific flight, right?
yeah, you're going to probably pay more money, and you got to expect that. There's no way around it.
They say, like, for a cheap ticket, if that's top priority for you, search the historical pattern on Google Flights for a specific destination and dates of travel. It will show the cheapest times to book based on that information, so you can choose whether to wait for prices to drop or go ahead and book now. Overall, the lowest prices for domestic trips have been found to be 38 days before departure.
Wow.
That's the sweet spot on average. They claim that the Google data shows the historical low price range is 21 to 52 days before takeoff. Based on historical prices, the cheapest day of the week to fly, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
I would think that.
Which are 13% cheaper, right, than Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
If you're willing to have a layover, you can get a better deal too. They report that on average, nonstop flights have been 25% more expensive than those with stops. Which
Makes
I do
sense.
get. Some of these just don't make any sense. Though. We were looking at, I can't remember what it was.
Stopping
sucks. We were looking to maybe get an earlier flight yesterday.
Okay, come on.
Our flight, at 4:30, but we were done. We knew it was going to be a quick trip, and so my sister, we had lunch, and her husband and my husband, and we're like, all right, well maybe instead of hanging out at the airport, we'll see if we can catch an earlier flight. And all the flights were sold out, and then there were a few that weren't, and the reason why. Like all the flights, well, Spirit specifically from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale, except the ones for the layover. And it was like, I looked and it was like a 24-hour flight. I was like, to get to Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale, but it was stupid. And I'm exaggerating. I think maybe it was still like 10, 12 hours.
That's a lot.
But it would go from Atlanta to Philly,
Yeah.
down to Fort Lauderdale.
Costa Rica.
One went to Dallas and back. And I'm like, why? What? Yes.
And people will do it, too.
And
It's
they
crazy.
do because they're cheap. But like the layover in Dallas was 7 hours, and I'm like, what are we doing here?
7 hours, my God.
Yeah, so we were like, nah, we'll just keep our flight. But it is absolutely crazy. So they say for Thanksgiving, the top trending destinations this year are Orlando, Cancun, New York, Tokyo, and London. It's interesting, right? For Thanksgiving.
Tokyo.
Cancun, New York, Tokyo, London. For domestic trips, airfare has been the cheapest 45 days before departure, with low prices from 26 to 59 days out. And this is specifically for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that, yes, try to book in early October for the best prices if that's what you're looking for to fly for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, again, the closer you wait, you're going to get. In the holidays, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, the three big ones, you get hammered for those.
Top destinations for Christmas and New Year's Eve this year: Tokyo, Orlando, Cancun, Miami, and New York. So very similar. A lot of the same cities on there, except for instead of London, Miami is there.
Miami's beautiful. It's fun.
Well, and a lot of people maybe want to get out of the cold, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's nice to
Christmas.
wake up Christmas morning in Miami. It's a little different. I've done it a couple times.
For the cheapest prices, it's better, and this is Christmas specifically, it's better to plan a little further ahead, as prices for domestic flights tend to be at their lowest 58 days before departure. That's for Christmas holidays.
That's 2 months if you can't do the math.
Low price ranges 36 to 72 days out. So the best time to score those is at the latter part of October, So they say for Thanksgiving, book early October. For Christmas, go ahead and book at the later part of October.
There it is, Franny, trying to help you guys out if you have any plans to travel this year. If you don't have any plans, you don't care, disregard. Jimmy, not Jimmy. Dominic, who do we got?
We have Toot at it in again.
Two in a row? Toot.
Hello.
You're back?
Hey, yes, Animal was from the Muppet Show.
Oh, you're right. I read the text and they said, you're right. It said Sesame Street, but you're right. Animal was a Muppet. You are correct.
Thank you so much for
Thank
that
you for
information.
I didn't even think about it.
I'm a drummer, so.
I know.
No.
You're a drummer yourself?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you belong on that list? Top 5 all time?
Yeah, I made drum captain when I was in middle school. I made drum captain in high school.
Ah, cool. Who's your top 3 drummers?
Actually, John Bonham, Neil Peart, and me.
And you.
Okay, so he named 2 that were on that top 5 list. So there you go.
And I like that. You're very humble. You put them in front of you. I like that about you. Toot, you're the best. Have a great afternoon. Don't spend all that cash you want at Hard Rock, and buy yourself something nice.
I won't.
All right, brother.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go get me some wings.
Okay, good. That's nice. That's something different. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved with the show. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. Franny, did you see this? I don't know if I dreamt this. Somebody text me. Super Bowl, they announced the entertainer already?
Yeah,
Yes.
they did.
Is it Lamar?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
Wow, that's early.
Uh-huh.
It's usually like not until like October or November.
I mean, even closer. Like we've done it. We're like a month out from the Super Bowl, and they finally tell us. But yeah, it's very early, and it was actually Kendrick Lamar who announced it on his social media too. I
wonder if he was supposed
saying
to.
how honored he was. I'm sure they gave him the okay to do so.
Oops. He had the song of the summer, some people said.
Yeah, I saw a meme that was making fun of Drake because how's Drake going to feel when he's singing, making fun of him on the halftime show?
Oh, I don't know.
So they've had beef. I mean, there's been this going back and forth this whole entire time. And I think maybe that's, if you're not familiar with him, he really is very good at his craft. He is a great musician, great artist. And, but I know a lot of people aren't super familiar with the hip hop community. He's a rapper, but,
he's going to get mainstream with that.
he said that, I mean, he's huge in his own right.
I know,
He really
but
is.
I'm saying there's going to be so many more people now that are going to watch him and check him out. You're talking millions and millions of people who probably don't even know who the hell he is.
And if you guys don't know, he actually is returning because he was part of the mix in 2022 when it was Dre and Snoop and all them. He was on the stage too.
Okay.
Yep. So, but he is set to be the headliner. They said, 5 months before the Super Bowl, they made this announcement.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, no way. They usually do it so much later for suspense, and they want it out there. Super Bowl this year is in New Orleans. So that's, I mean, if you like New Orleans, it's not bad. But I was surprised that it came out. I'm like, are you sure they already did this?
Yep, it was them. It wasn't just him. I mean, he made the announcement, YouTube video, stuff like that, but so did NFL, Apple Music, Rock Nation. So it was all of them did. So it's official.
There it is. He is going to be the halftime entertainment for the Super Bowl this February. TMZ reports that the Florida Police Department Highway Patrol said Tariq Hill was driving very bad, dangerous for the way he was driving. This is their statement for himself and other people around him. They also said he did not cooperate with them at all, and those was the reasons why the police officers behaved the way they did. And also, this is, I believe, the commissioner. He said, you know what? He stands behind everything that the police officer did. So we'll see what happens. There's going to be more out there with this story all around.
The cheetah's quick, man.
Yeah,
you got to let him off. He's driving McLaurin. He's a quick guy. He's a cheetah.
Yeah, he's a cheetah. He definitely is a cheetah. There's no doubt about it. You're going to hear more about this. I don't know if anything's going to come out of it. I hope none of the police get in trouble. I hope Tariq goes on his way and it just ends and just goes away. But it was just also his game day. That's the big thing. Like if that was during the week, it's not as big.
On the way, like right in front of the stadium, too.
Oh, hell, he's right there. He's right there. I talked about it. That's why I drive in a couple of times. I mean, you're right. You can see the stadium in the background.
They said it was just a couple blocks.
Yeah.
That was it.
So, I mean, if it was like during the week or a Saturday, it's a story. I'm not saying it's not. But, man, the gambling angle went crazy. Because when it first happened, everybody's like, is he playing? Don't bet the over. Tariq's out. I mean, I was getting all these texts. I'm like, what? The first one I saw, I thought it was a fake. Well, my buddy texted me. He goes, Tariq Hill just got popped down in that stadium for speeding. I'm like, what? And I was thinking to myself, and how the hell do you know? You know what I mean? A regular guy. And he was like, oh, yeah, the video's all over the place. But again, everybody's got their phones out showing it.
And it was people who were entering
Just
the stadium, fans that
driving by.
were driving by that saw it going on.
Yeah. And it happens in 2 seconds. The next thing you know, the whole world has it. I wonder how much TMZ paid for that video.
The video I saw, the guy was driving by and then turned around just to get the more video.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. You're probably driving by and you're going like, at that point, it's into the stadium, you're maybe 5-10 miles an hour. And all of a sudden you look to your right and you're like, is that Tariq Hill on the floor? Like, what the hell is going on? And when the Dolphins probably found out, they probably tossed their cookies because they were like, he's not playing. Because, I mean, how would you think he was going to be playing? Not that if he gets pulled over, obviously it's 15 minutes, but when they arrested him and put him down on the ground, and then there was a couple other players who talked about it. Odell was there. Also defensive player was there, stopped and tried to help.
Because they were all rolling into the stadium too.
Same time.
A lot of people saw it go down that were play for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, you see your team. I would do the same thing. I'm sure Franny would too. If you see somebody getting pulled over, you're like, hey, you okay? What's going on? And there was 4 or 5 cops. But in that area at that time, there is tons of police presence. They're all over the place. But they did say he was driving very, not
cheetah-like.
He's very cheetah. Yeah, it was like a cheetah. He was driving and, endangering himself possibly and strangers. Now, Thank God none of that happened, because then that would have been a way more problem for everybody out there. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Monday. I'm hoping you guys are having a good day. We had Creed tickets today at 11:45. That was an awesome show. We had a winner for that. Every day we have a winner on Real Radio. We always try to give you guys some kind of prize. We appreciate you listening, first of all, to us all the time, and also doing some business with our sponsors out there. Again, special thanks to the Crazy Horse Saloon. We were there Friday. We'll be back next week. This Thursday, we're going to be at Strike Scar Lounge in downtown Boca, but we're going to want to thank Crazy Horse again. Great host. We had a great time. We're excited to get back. Good cheeseburgers, by the way.
Yep.
I knew, Dom. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Good wings, good cheeseburgers.
No, it was good. It was really good. Nice crowd. We had a very good time, so we're excited to go back there. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Monday, almost at the conclusion of the show. Ooh, big word. But we'll come back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
Let's work in Big Al, who has a dispatch about the Chimp Crazy show.
Sean, it is sad. Call me a wussy if you want, but at least I have a heart and I don't laugh at my girlfriend when she cries. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thanks,
right,
wussy.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
We're less than 2 weeks away from our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Stream only on Hulu.
Get tickets while you still can now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
95 and the Turnpike, both up to speed, looking good on our expressways. Boynton Beach roadwork continues. Lawrence Road shut down between Hypoluxo Road and Lantana Road. Military Trail, your best detour. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
Florida needs a power company that's storm ready. That's why FPL works year-round to keep the power on and restore it safely and as quickly as possible when needed. FPL, working for you every single day. Get ready at fpl.com/storm.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's in Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace.
Come on out to our first Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season at Captain Hiram's this Thursday as Miami takes on Buffalo. Great food and drink specials, including $2 Miller Lite drafts Monday and Thursday from 7 p.m. till close, and Sundays from noon till close. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Miami game versus Tennessee. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Captain Hiram's Resort, 1580 US 1 in Sebastian. See you there.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office, West Palm Beach.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 9/22/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Hey, it's Greek to tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Hey, it's the Greek. I give you winners all year in sports. Well, now I'm giving you a winner that'll help your life and make you feel better, and you'll lose weight. It's Coastal Weight Loss Secret. 561-464-3110. 561-464-3110. Maybe you look in the mirror and you're saying, I don't like what I see lately. I'm gaining a few pounds. Well, you got to lose that weight and stay trim and fit, because when you look good, you'll feel good. Call Coastal Weight Loss Secret today. 561-464-3110. I work with two guys that have been on it for months, and they rave about it, and they love it, and they feel great. And when they get out of bed in the morning, they feel like a winner. So call Coastal Weight Loss Secret at 561-464-3110. I give you winners all year. This is another winner. Coastal Weight Loss Secret. Make it happen today. 561-464-3110. Peace.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we move through the remainder of our Monday. We're going to see some thunderstorms moving across the area as well. A lot of moisture in place. That could also lead to some heavy downpours at times and localized flooding. That's our biggest threat out there for today. Also hot and humid. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Feeling close to 100 though when you factor in the humidity.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, they've got the deal of the century for you. Download the DQ app and get buy one, get one free Blizzard treats. Just like that, you can get any 2 Blizzard treats for the price of 1 for a limited time only. Happy tastes good.
It's the political heavyweight event.
We like a good fight.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump.
Here, we're going to have some fun, right?
Lace their purple gloves and go for the knockout punch.
You know, when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for.
Which candidate will deliver?
I look forward to that debate.
Listen tomorrow night right here or on iHeart's 24/7 News channel. Just search Debate on the free iHeartRadio app.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. Getting ready for Monday Night Football. Big game tonight. The Jets, Aaron Rodgers. Man, people have been waiting for this for over a year. Actually, about a year and a half. First when he signed with the Jets, then he gets hurt after 4 plays, and then a whole year he's back tonight. That's going to be a great game. Don't forget that. Jimmy's on vacation, but we have Dominic, who's doing a great job.
Oh, thanks, Greg. Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. Make Las Vegas pay. Good friends of mine own this company, and they want me to get involved with them. And I told them I definitely would get involved with them. All you got to do is pay me. Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And you know him for sale. And it is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, some of your teams year-to-year change, and you're like, maybe they were bad last year and they'll be good this year. Carolina Panthers, not a good team. Not going to be good again. They got smacked yesterday. And the Giants, man, the Giants look really bad yesterday. Those are two teams that I would not count on. Combined, I don't know if they're going to win 10 games. I'm going to say those two teams might not win 10 games, and the possible they're playing 34 games. Both teams looked terrible yesterday. Carolina really got smacked around. So did the Giants. And the Giants had a big day yesterday. We're celebrating 100 years. All their ex-players were there. Lawrence Taylor was there. Phil Simms, Eli Manning. They were all there for the championship teams, Mark Bavaro. But they ended up really playing bad and not having a good game. Colorado got beat pretty bad by Nebraska Saturday night. So now they are 1-1. And Deion said after the game, he goes, I don't know what happened. Well, his team just got their handed to them. So not a good game. That hype for Colorado already died. They were 1-0, then that was it. And they ended up losing. Georgia wins, and they are still number 1. And the Canes won. So the Canes are still rocking and rolling. And they will probably be the same place they were last year. Last week in the top 25. But the biggest story in college football was Notre Dame, who lost as a 28-point favorite. That is unbelievable. Those kids probably walked home. They didn't even have to get on their plane for Northern Illinois. The Wolfpack, they were so jacked up, and they won. And tonight, we got the Jets taking on the Niners. The line is 4. Over-under is 43 on your Hard Rock app. If you're betting, that's the only place you can bet in Florida is with the Hard Rock. Make sure you get over there, enjoy yourself. Great restaurants, great entertainment, and a great day. Whichever Hard Rock location you're at, you'll have a great time. And Dak Prescott signs with the Cowboys. He signed for $240 million, $231 million guaranteed. I'm shocked I did $9 million with Jerry. I really am. I'm like, dude, you couldn't go for that other $9 million? Really? What's the big deal? But Prescott signed. He's the highest paid in the the NFL. And we'll see this year if they win a Super Bowl game. A playoff game. And Bill Belichick, Freddie said earlier he does want to coach again, but he's on like 5 different shows for the NFL season. So if you think you're not going to see Belichick, you will. He's on a lot of stuff with ESPN. He's also on with the Mannings on their Monday night podcast that they do. And I think that kicks off tonight. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
All righty. So 47142 we put out there because Study Finds did a survey to figure out who the top 5 drummers were. And Brett from Melbourne, listening on the iHeartRadio app, says, hello, Brady, Greek, and Dom. Best drummers. They said, this is so hard to do. So much has changed in rock over the years. Heavy metal and hard rock have so many great ones. But Ginger Baker from Cream originated double bass drum. Should be top. Then number 2, Bonham from Zeppelin. Number 3, Neil Peart, Rush. Mario, and man, I might be messing this up. Mario Duplantier from Gojira, who was at, I think, Financial Saturday. And they're also the band that they did the opening ceremony. If you're not familiar. Nope. All right.
Don't ring a bell.
But yeah, they said a tie at 5th, Jake Garland, Memphis Mayfire, and Alex Van Halen. Money is on the dresser. So thank you so much for participating at 47142. Started off with Real Radio. And then a couple other things I'd mentioned, and I found what I was reading about how Roger Goodell was claiming moving the NFL games to streaming is fan-friendly. So
right.
So that's what he's saying. You know, obviously there's a little bit of disconnect between fans and Goodell when it comes to NFL games being shown exclusively on paid streaming services. But yeah, when he was talking with CNBC, he says NFL games on streamers like Amazon, Peacock, he said they're fan-friendly.
Yeah.
And the reason why he says that is he made the point that more and more fans are bailing networks for streaming. So the NFL has to go where the fans are, is what he's claiming.
They have no choice.
So the NFL has to go where the fans are.
Yeah. They
So
have
in
no
other
choice.
words, get used to having to subscribe to Amazon if you want to watch Thursday Night Football.
Because the NFL, I love the NFL, but say it as it is, and I have more respect for you. You got a big paycheck. I mean, that's why you went, and who's kidding who? Amazon's giving you $1 billion, so you ran over there, and now the fans have to deal with it. If we don't want it, then we don't watch the game. And if you don't want to watch the game, it sucks. Who doesn't want to miss a game? I said that word I heard Friday. I heard more than any name I probably heard in about a month, 3 months, was Peacock. So sick of hearing it. Who has it? How can you get it? Yeah, your sister's ass. What do we got there, Dobster?
We got Evan on the phone.
Evan, what's up, buddy?
Hey, everyone.
What's up, Evan?
Yeah, I think Brady was vanilla, but because he was like reading off a script, you know.
Yep.
He wasn't acting like Brady, you know, like he's hanging around the guys. I think it'll just take a little time.
Yeah, it will. I mean, it's his first time. I mean, and I don't know what people expected. He's Brady. He's a Super Bowl champion, arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the world. But it's the first time he ever went in a booth live. You know, he did a preseason game. And, you know, also it's got to be the guy he's with, how he makes him feel. But I think the expectations are so high for him at $35 million a year. That's just tough.
You know, if he had like Gronk with him or Edelman with him, that'd be a total different thing.
Well, if he had one of them, I agree with you. But then it would be like the Manning podcast. Then they'd be messing around and this and that. And they're not trying to do that. They're trying to, you know, announce a game and put in some humor here and there. But they're trying to, you know, keep it straight.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. $35 million, man.
Oh God, never.
You probably take it for 29, would you?
I don't like TV. I did it once, but yeah, we take it for a lot less, to be honest with you. And I would also, talk about the gambling aspect because that's why so many people care. Not all, but I would say, I don't know, 65% of Americans care about that. The line, the stuff like that. I would mention it.
Yeah, you used to do a spot on CBS a couple years ago.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it for a while. Greeks Trifecta. I think it was 2 seasons or 3, and then we went our own directions. They didn't want to talk about sports gambling anymore because they didn't think it was going to be going the right direction.
Well, that's their loss, right?
I don't know if it's their loss, but, you know, I saw it coming years ago. I just knew it.
You know, Brett Musburger was really always into the line. You know, he always did a little hint. He and Michaels, they used to always do the talk about the you know, the guys in Vegas are happy about the game.
Yep.
You know, but they, you know, it goes wink wink basically what they did. But I know Musburger is really into part of the gambling out there, right? He's got his own. Does he have his own ticket out there or something like that?
He has his own. He has Visa Network that is involved with iHeartRadio, which you could hear on 1230 The Gambler and a lot of other radio stations. We are partners with the Visa Network, and Brett Musburger is the one who runs the whole thing. I deal with his daughter once in a while. She's very nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but Brent started the whole thing.
It's cool, you know, all the different. I didn't bet on anything this week because I just, you know, I want to watch what's happening. Like, I would have lost my butt on New England, like everybody else would have as well. So I'm glad I didn't bet, you know.
Everybody did. I mean, and they said suicide pools had like 42% of people pick the Bengals. So that's the big thing with that. But you got to stick in there and try. And it looks so easy. Like, oh, my God, they only have to win. It's not easy. There isn't anything easy.
But it makes it more exciting if you have a little bit of juice on a game.
Of course it does.
If it's something that you really, you know, and if it's not your team, because most people say they don't bet on your own team, right?
Yeah. I find that hard to believe, too. They'll still bet a little something. They just don't tell anybody. Like last night, I was watching the Lions and I was watching the Rams. I had no money on the game. It was great to watch it. I'm a sports fan. I do sports. But when you got money on it, it's a little extra.
Sure. Yeah, and Rams should have won that game. Well, you know, you can't say really should have, but, I mean, they really blew a lot of plays.
Oh, yeah, they were in the red zone 9 times, 8 times. I mean, they just didn't do it. Both good quarterbacks, good game. And then if you had the Rams, you got screwed because Detroit scored a touchdown, and that doesn't happen.
And tonight's 4 points or 4.5?
I think it's 4.5. It depends where you're shopping. But it should be a good game. I think it'll be a good game. The Jets have a great defense, but I do think the Niners have a little bit too much for them.
ESPN has it at 3.5 now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so it's dropping.
Wow.
Yeah, so people are taking the Jets.
Yeah, man. All right, guys, no zone tonight. No zone for this week, right?
The zone will be back, I think, Wednesday when Jimmy's back in the house. Yes.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Cool. Talk to you later.
Bye,
Thank you, Evan.
Hard Rock has it at 4.
Okay. Thank you, Francis. Want to be there?
So it's
Depending on
it's
where
all
you're
over the
shopping.
place.
I always say that.
Yep.
And
That's
then
why you're shopping.
And the thing with Hard Rock is that you can change the line. It's going to go up or it'll be more juicy. But if you want the Jets plus 6 or 7, you could have it. You can change it to whatever you want. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you want to get involved. If you watched any football over the weekend, had an opinion, let us know. You can't top Franny. She went to Georgia to see the Bulldogs. That was unbelievably cool.
It was very fun, but I'm sure if you are a fan of whatever school it is and you went there, I'm sure that tops it.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of
this
people
weekend.
were headed out. To the
if you went to the
universities.
Dolphin game, let us know what you think about the Dolphins and Tariq Hill's situation, how that will end. It probably will just go away, and we won't hear anything about it. Dom shakes his head. That'll end up going away. UFC big fight this weekend, Saturday, and Dominic's going. He's going to bring us back a hat, and hopefully he comes back, which would be a real good thing. And you're staying where you said at the Paris.
Yes.
All right, so that'll be fun. You'll have a good time.
Say it's very romantic over there. A lot of people get engaged over at that Eiffel Tower. And it reminds me that I just saw a list that Paris used to always top the list as the most romantic city in the world. It was always Paris. And so this is interesting. It no longer is number 1 on the list. So Maui is now number 1.
Wow.
We're talking Hawaii, right? Yeah, I was very surprised by that. But yeah, Maui dethroned Paris for the most romantic city. Now Paris is still up there, number 2, right there. Paris is. So it is still, but it's not at the tippy top like it always was. But yeah, well, people think about popular destinations where they want to go as far as maybe romance, to get engaged, or just have a good, nice like couples getaway. But the claims were it was always Paris is number 1. So Maui's beat it, not by much. They said 34%. Paris is at 33%.
They should bring Hawaii closer. I think people would go more.
Just bring it closer.
I think you guys should. Do you know that the same guy designed the Alpha Tower that made the Statue of Liberty?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Franny thought when I said, she was like, oh, he's lying. He's making that up.
No, because we've talked about this.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Then we have Rome. We have Rome at number 3. Venice, Italy at number 4. Cancun, it's interesting.
Cancun, next to Rome and Paris?
19% at 5. Tuscany, Italy at 6. Costa Rica, which isn't a city, but yeah, number 7. Then they put the British Virgin Islands at St. Lucia, and then Santorini, Greece.
Wow, a lot of places out in Italy. Now, on that list, did you visit any of those when you were there? I can't remember.
Rome, I did. I did not go to Venice. And I did not go to Tuscany, but I was close. It's very close to Florence. But yeah, so only one on there I did was Rome.
From what people have said, Rome's like a big city, right? Like New York, stuff like that. Did you feel that way?
No, Milan is a big metropolitan city. Rome is huge, but it's very historical. You don't have those big, tall skyscrapers like you do, like New York City. Milan is more like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Dominic, if you had a chance to go to a concert this weekend while you're in Vegas, who would you want to go see? Who's on your list? I know you're going to UFC fight. Is it somebody at the fight that you want to see too, or no?
There's some good fights, but there's not like a big headline fight, really.
Okay.
Who's residency in Vegas right now?
Well, I know right now, this weekend, actually, Pink's going to be there. She has that big tour going on right now. I would actually go see that because she's like flying across the stadium and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
She's
like an acrobat. Like she does the silks and everything. Yeah, she's incredible.
So yeah, she's there on Friday night.
Ooh, that might be
at
good.
The what is that? Allegiant? No, the stadium there the Raiders play.
Oh yeah, wow, she's there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that'd be great. I mean, that's gonna be a packed house there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that'd be cool. So maybe
Donny Osmond is always. I'm trying to see. They said, let's see.
Donny Osmond.
There's always a bunch of DJs there, residents.
Oh, everybody's there. The Jersey Shore kid, he lives out there in Vegas. Maybe go
Pauly
see
D.
him. Pauly D. Go see him. I know he was doing something for a while at the Encore in Vegas, next to the Wynn. He was doing some pool parties. I think the pool parties are still going on. I think I'm not 100% sure, but you won't be there Sunday, right?
No, I'm leaving probably like early morning Sunday.
You're leaving early morning Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be tough because Saturday night you'll be up late.
I might not even sleep.
Yeah, stay up all
He's
night.
young. He can do it.
Yeah, stay up all night. Do
Not
it.
just that, you just sleep on the airplane.
Yeah, I know. Last time I was there a couple months ago now, I saw the sun come up. So.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That's cool. It sucks when you come out of a club out of Vegas and you're in there all night. Oh.
Yep. Came out of the casino and the sun was up. I was like, maybe it's time to go to bed.
Oh God, your eyes are like burning. You put on your shades real quick. You're like, hey, give me shades. And you're cracked. And I'm usually with all my friends or a girl who are totally smacked out of their mind. They don't even know what day it is. Like, what day is it? 877-927-6969. Does Mr. Rogers play good tonight after a year and a half? I mean, does he find his neighborhood? Rogers said he expects greatness tonight. Greatness. It'll be great if he just finishes the game. I think that's the way people will look at it. Oh, yeah, forget. New York will not be the same. The media, social media, everybody will blow up. They'll go crazy. God forbid if he didn't finish. He'll finish. I think he'll play okay. I mean, he's got to have some rust. He hasn't played in a year and a half. I mean, that's what everybody forgets. In training camp, they say he looks good, but we don't know. Hopefully that he has a good performance and it's a good game. That's what I care about. But it's going to be an exciting game. And the NFL had another great weekend. I talked about it. They had 28 million people who watched the game Thursday night, which is unbelievable. Beetlejuice was the number one movie of the weekend, $110 million. That's what that raked in.
That's weird. Somebody just texted in at 47142, the show that comes on after us. I'm curious to see, and that's the News Junkie, what everybody else thinks. But I guess the host, Sean Watson, saw Beetlejuice and said he didn't like it at all. But he also didn't like the original. So there you go.
So why'd he go? If he didn't like the original.
Maybe his wife wanted to go.
Oh, okay. Well, but they did pretty well.
Wife, I can't remember if he's married or not.
They did pretty well, $110 million.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got different tastes.
That's
Nobody's
the thing.
wrong.
I like the original. I'm hoping to like this one. I've heard great things about it. Everybody, like I said, has a different opinion.
Now, isn't, what's his name, Michael Keaton in it?
Yeah, he's back to reprise his role as Beetlejuice.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, $110 million. That's crushing it. I mean, they did fantastic over the weekend. I didn't expect it to do that well. Not a fan of it. Didn't see the original. The only time I heard about it is because Francis was talking about it. And one of my buddies went Friday night, but he loved it, and he went to the first one. And that's what happens with everything. Some people are like, "Oh my God, I love it." Some people are like, "It sucks." Like the In-N-Out Burger, same place in Vegas.
We all have different tastes, right?
Yeah, that's what makes the world go round. And not everybody's going to always agree. And if somebody doesn't like something you don't like, what does it really matter? Again, special shout out to the Crazy Horse Saloon who had us on Friday. You guys were so nice, great hosts. We are excited to be there every other Friday for football season. It is a very cool place with great food, cool bar, nice vibe, and they have live music on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Don't they have that trip for the Bills game?
Yeah,
you do. Thank you.
Nice call, Dom.
Nice call, Dom. They do have a special bus trip going out this Thursday, and I know there are still seats available where you get 2 tickets to the game. They're doing a big tailgate party. You're going to get some swag, a bus ride down there and back. So go to their website or go to the bar. Even more.
I'm surprised Jimmy's not going on that.
Yeah, well, it's school night. I think I am going to the game Thursday night. I go usually once or twice a year, but it's going to be a late night. But if you're going down with a bunch of people, and again, the only thing is you can't leave when you want to leave.
Yep.
So if you're going down with a bus, you're sticking there until the end of the game. But it's going to be a very good game. It's a division game, and it's only 3 days. So from Sunday, it'll be packed. I know yesterday was crowded, and it'll be a lot cooler because Sunday people were burning up. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Want to thank everybody for a good job, and we had a Creed giveaway today, which was awesome. Thank you, Dominic, for all your help. You did a good job today. Wasn't even worried about you this morning when I woke up. Wasn't a thing that popped in my mind. I said, he'll be here, no doubt about it. Thank you for all your help, and thank you for a great job on Greek Scooter.
No problem, Greek.
How about Franny? You going to say bye, Franny?
Oh, well, I'm going to see her still, but bye, Franny.
I love it.
He won't stop.
I know, it won't.
Franny, great job as always. You do a fantastic job with us every single week. You did a great job on location. Everybody loves to see you. Seeing you, people get so excited. It's like a $100 bill they find in their pocket. Oh, my God, Franny's here. We also did a video on Instagram from the Rockin' Horse, which was very cool. Crazy Horse. Why do I always go rockin'? Man.
Oh.
God, I always do it with this girl,
Horse,
Sarah,
yeah,
too.
the bartender was like, he doesn't even know the name of the place we're at right now.
Relax. It's a show.
Sure.
We do it for a reason.
I know, but well, we're there. Should get the name right.
Relax. Franny, great job as always. Remember, it's about making the register ring, and you do a great job every day.
Thank you, G-Man. Dom, thank you for everything. And thank you for hanging out and tuning into the Penthouse and participating. And make sure, I'm going to give you a heads up. Follow us on Instagram at at Real Radio. That's the other show I do. At Real Radio 921, because tomorrow I am going to be posting our prize. It is not an on-air prize. It is a prize that you have to follow us on our Instagram if you want to get in the running to get a pair of tickets for a concert that's happening this Thursday night. That is the Luke Bryan Show, I Think Financial Amphitheater. I will have that up there when the Penthouse starts at 10 a.m. So you can go in there, follow all the instructions, and you'll be in the running to go see Luke Bryan. G-Man, do you have any parting words?
If you got a pocket full of dreams, take it out of your pocket and make it happen, because you only live once. So make any dream you have happen. If anybody laughs at you, say, who cares what you think? The Beatles got turned down by 8 record labels, and look at them now. Michael Jordan got cut in his high school team. There's so many examples. Believe in yourself, and guess what? The other people will follow. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Peace!
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1.
Hello.
On iHeartRadio.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
95 and the Turnpike, both up to speed, looking good on our expressways. Boynton Beach roadwork continues. Lawrence Road shut down between Hypoluxo Road and Lantana Road. Military Trail, your best detour. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe Palm Beach, 7 days a week. That's where the beautiful ladies are. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And Sunday night is Midnight Madness. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. In the biz, 50% off drinks. Step right up, spin a wheel of madness, win amazing prizes. Sunday night at Monroe's. Get you ready for the week. Monroe's and Palm Beach. That's where all the sexy, beautiful ladies are. Peace!
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch